Good evening guys to all of you. So we entire mechanical team are live today to give you the solutions, answers of the technical paper for engineering services. We already have seen the solution of ESE paper 1. Now similarly we are going to give you the solution of ESE paper 2, that is the technical paper, where total 150 questions were asked. So I feel all of you who have given the examination for those exam would have gone well. And हम लोग आप सभी लोगों के सामने exam के analysis भी करेंगे. So this session is not only important for those who have given the exam, but also for those who are going to appear in the exam next year or after that, because guys, you will get to know that how many questions are coming from which subject, you will get to know the difficulty level, you will get to know the type of question, all those information you will be getting guys. So that is why this session is important for all of you. So you know UPSC is a dream job for everyone. So Chandra sir, would you like to add something?
सर हाँ, मैं ये बोलना चाहूंगा कि स्टूडेंट सोच रहे होंगे कि इस एनालिसिस का बेनिफिट क्या है. यू हैव ऑलरेडी अपीयर्ड फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन एंड इट इज ऑल ओवर, बट टू ईज योर एंजाइटी कि आपको पता नहीं चल रहा होगा कि कौन सा क्वेश्चन आपका सही हुआ है, कौन सा क्वेश्चन आप नहीं कर पाए. तो टू फाइंड आउट वेयर यू हैव कमिटेड मिस्टेक सो दैट यू कैन इम्प्रूव योर सेल्फ, और जहां पे आपका क्वेश्चन सही है दैट विल गिव यू द मोटिवेशन एंड कॉन्फिडेंस. सो हम यहाँ पे डिफिकल्टी लेवल, previous year question paper से comparison and the cutoff and everything, the solution which is very in a explained manner. We will discuss the solution of the each and every question, the reliable solution we will provide you. So share this session to all your friends guys, and just relax and check each and every answer whether you have got the right answer or whether you have stuck in the questions.
एंड गाइस हियर द बेस्ट थिंग इज वी हैव द क्वेश्चन पेपर. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि क्वेश्चन के डेटा का कुछ की हमें गलत पता. इट इज नॉट ए मेमोरी बेस्ड पेपर, इट इज द एंटायर पेपर.
एग्जैक्टली सर. सो हेलो इंजीनियर्स, हेलो अपने ऑफिसर्स बेसिकली. तो हमारे आज हम लोग सब पूरी मैकेनिकल टीम इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू एंड विल बी गिविंग द एंटायर सॉल्यूशन. बट सॉल्यूशन स्टार्ट करने से पहले थोड़ा पेपर के बारे में सर थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन करते हैं.
यस सर,
बिकॉज वी हैव सीन द एंटायर पेपर और कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट अपडेट्स भी हैं. सो इफ आई टॉक अबाउट सर, अगर मैं इस साल के पेपर की बात करूं, व्हाट इज द मेजर हाईलाइट अगर मैं बात करें, सो व्हाट विल बी दैट सर?
सर एज यूजुअल जैसे कि आप जानते हैं कि जब हम ईएससी की बात करते हैं, मतलब जब गेट और ईएससी का जो सबसे पहला डिफरेंस मैकेनिकल में देखने को मिलता है कि गेट में 3 पार्ट्स बराबर डिवाइडेड है. जैसे एक थर्मल वाला हो गया, एक डिजाइन वाला हो गया, एक प्रोडक्शन वाला. जबकि यहाँ पर थर्मल वाला एक पार्ट है और दूसरा डिजाइन प्लस प्रोडक्शन. तो एज यूजुअल थर्मल का वेटेज ज्यादा रहता है और उसमें भी पावर प्लांट हमेशा सबसे ज्यादा मार्क्स का आता है, और उसमें भी सिलेबस गेट से बिल्कुल अलग मतलब ज्यादा होता है, काफी लगभग 3-4 गुना तो कम से कम है. तो एज यूजुअल जैसा होता है वैसा ही हुआ है. और इसमें कुछ जो नए सब्जेक्ट्स है, रोबोटिक्स, मैकेट्रॉनिक्स, रिन्यूएबल, जैसा पिछले सालों में देखने को मिला है, कुछ वैसा ही ट्रेंड है इस बार. बट पेपर कैलकुलेटिव था, ये सभी स्टूडेंट्स बोल रहे हैं, क्योंकि काफी सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स थे जिसमें आपको कैलकुलेशंस करने के लिए कैलकुलेटर होता तो बेटर कर पाते. बट जैसा कि ये सभी के लिए है तो इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू अफेक्ट द रिजल्ट्स मच.
एग्जैक्टली. तो सोनू सर, जैसे गेट में तो आरएसी से क्वेश्चन एकदम 0 क्वेश्चन थे, आईसी भी 0 था. बट अगर ईएससी में बात करें, वी आर हैविंग अ मेजर इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस वहां से पूछे जाते हैं. तो अगर मैं इसमें एक पॉइंट पूछूं सर, अपना आईसी इंजन और पावर प्लांट में कैसा रहा सर?
सर बिल्कुल, जो गेट में रेफ्रिजरेशन और ये कहिए कि आईसी नहीं पूछा था, बिल्कुल इसके उल्टा हुआ है. आईसी इंजन एकदम भर के पूछा है, नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट, और मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चन जो आईसी इंजन के वो न्यूमेरिकल ही है. और सर ने जैसा पहले ऑलरेडी बता दिया है कि जितने भी क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए, मतलब अगर अप्लाइड पार्ट की बात करने आओ, चाहे वो डिजाइन सेक्शन में या इस थर्मल में एप्लीकेशन में जाओ, तो मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन जो देखने मिले हैं बहुत ज्यादा कैलकुलेटिव है. मतलब कई सारे क्वेश्चन ऐसे हैं कि पाई की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करोगे तब जाके आपके आंसर आएंगे. सर मतलब थर्मल में जो अप्लाइड पार्ट है, पावर प्लांट या आईसी वाला पार्ट है, उसमें तो बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन ऐसे हैं न्यूमेरिकल जिसमें आपको पाई के बिना सॉल्व भी नहीं हो रहा है. तो अभी तक जितना भी क्वेश्चन पेपर देख पाए हैं
स्टूडेंट्स को कि पाई की वैल्यू याद करके जाइए, या
सर वैल्यू तो सबको याद होगी, लेकिन उसकी मल्टीप्लाई कैसे
कैलकुलेशन करना
वहाँ पे.
डेफिनेटली.
तो डेफिनेटली थोड़ा सा लेंथी पेपर रहा है अगर कैलकुलेटिव की बात करने आओ तो. और अगर आप थ्योरेटिकल क्वेश्चन की बात करने आओ तो थ्योरेटिकल मतलब ऐसे क्वेश्चन थे कि हो सकते थे सर.
और वैसे भी क्वेश्चंस नहीं करने होते, जैसे कि हम हमेशा बताते भी आए हैं. ओवरऑल अगर हम 250 की बात करते हैं, अगर आप 50 to 80 मार्क्स भी पेपर 1 में चलो तो भी आपके पास 100 का बफर तो है. तो अगर आप 150 में से 100 क्वेश्चंस भी सही करके आते हैं तो चांसेस ऑफ सिलेक्शन आर क्वाइट वेल। और एक और चीज कहना चाहूंगा, जैसा कि मैंने पेपर देखा है तो मशीन डिजाइन से भी अच्छा खासा वेटेज है, लगभग 12 क्वेश्चन मशीन डिजाइन से भी आए हैं और इंजीनियरिंग मटेरियल से भी ज्यादा वेटेज रहता है, पर जनरली मशीन डिजाइन से इतना नहीं रहता कि 12 क्वेश्चन। और लास्ट ईयर वाला एक क्वेश्चन रिपीट भी हुआ एज इट इज। वैसे तो इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज की हिस्ट्री रही है कि आधा पेपर पहले रिपीट होता था, पर जब से ट्रेंड चेंज हुआ है अब उतना ज्यादा रिपीटेशन नहीं होता। तो लास्ट ईयर से एक क्वेश्चन एज इट इज आया, बाकी चीजें जो है वो थोड़ी सी डिफरेंट है। तो अभी हम एक एक करके सॉल्यूशन शुरू करेंगे। तो गाइस यही बने रहेगा, सभी क्वेश्चंस के सॉल्यूशन वी ऑल आर गोइंग टू डू इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू। तो पूरे पेपर का सॉल्यूशन आप अपने मार्क्स भी लगा सकते हैं, ठीक है। सो
और सर यहाँ पे जो नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट है जो 24 के लिए प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं उनके लिए तो एक बहुत ही अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी है, क्योंकि सर कई बार ये स्टूडेंट का ये डाउट रहता ही है कि सर क्या प्लान करें, हमको गेट के लिए जाना चाहिए क्या ईसी के लिए जाना चाहिए।
yes.
इस पेपर को देख के आपको आइडिया लग जाएगा कि हाँ कितना सिलेबस हमको कवर करने की जरूरत होती है, कहाँ पे हम लैग कर रहे हैं, हम गेट के साथ में ईएससी के लिए जा सकते हैं कि नहीं। तो जो भी नेक्स्ट ईयर की प्लानिंग कर रहे हैं उनको एटलीस्ट देखना तो चाहिए पूरा सेशन कि किस तरह के क्वेश्चन, एटलीस्ट आपको ये तो पता हो जाना चाहिए कि किस किस फील्ड से कौन कौन से टाइप के क्वेश्चन आते हैं।
एग्जैक्टली, क्योंकि सर गेट और ईएससी का थोड़ा सा अलग अलग पैटर्न है, आपको अब ये पता चल ही गया होगा क्योंकि गेट का पेपर आप दे चुके हैं। जो 24 में भी प्लान कर रहे हो अब उन्होंने गेट का भी देखा होगा सॉल्यूशंस, आज ईएससी के क्वेश्चन देखेंगे तो डेफिनेटली आपको इसमें एक चीज पता चलेगा व्हाट इज द पैटर्न ऑफ क्वेश्चन। जैसे हमने आरएससी और आईसी की बात की थी, जो गेट में बिल्कुल एक भी क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा था, ऑन द अदर हैंड यहाँ पर ऑपोजिट हुआ, वी आर हैविंग अ लार्जर नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम दैट सेगमेंट। तो ऐसा बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, यू शुड बी नोइंग व्हाट इज द पैटर्न। और अगर मैं इस साल की भी बात करूं, ऑलमोस्ट अगर मैं अपने मैकेट्रॉनिक्स की बात करूं या फिर रोबोटिक्स की बात करूं, नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर था जो लास्ट ईयर भी पूछा था, प्लस माइनस 1 और 2 हो सकता है, बट ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर पैटर्न ही देखा गया है। तो डेफिनेटली यू शुड एंजॉय दिस एंड आप अपने देखें कि कितने क्वेश्चन सही हुए दोज हु आर ज्वाइनिंग आफ्टर द एग्जामिनेशन सेंटर। और जो 24 के लिए प्लान कर रहे हैं, प्लीज try to see how many questions you are able to understand, और उससे आपको ये पता चलेगा what should be your approach towards ESE examination. So over to Dheeraj sir. Yes sir.
हाँ, बस सॉल्यूशन स्टार्ट करते हैं और मीनवाइल जैसे जैसे हमें कुछ अपडेट्स मिलेगा, कुछ हमें फील होगा कि इस पेपर में कुछ अलग है, वी विल कीप ऑन अपडेटिंग यू एंड यू कैन आस्क योर डाउट्स थ्रू द कमेंट सेक्शन एज वेल। So over to you धीरज सर।
यस सर, बस मैं सॉल्यूशन स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ सर।
और सर जो कंप्लीट स्ट्रक्चर नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन आ जाएंगे, फिर से बाद में एनालिसिस के लिए आते
और
हैं।
फाइनली हम कट ऑफ के बारे में भी डिस्कस करेंगे। तो जैसे जैसे हम प्रोसीड
ओवर
करेंगे।
टू यू धीरज सर।
ठीक है सर, आई एम स्टार्टिंग द सॉल्यूशंस। तो गाइस अभी हम सॉल्यूशन स्टार्ट करेंगे और जो मैं अभी आपके सामने क्वेश्चन रखूंगा वो डिजाइन पार्ट से भी है और स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल, मटेरियल साइंस, प्रोडक्शन, इन सब से है। तो सबसे पहले जो पहला क्वेश्चन मैं आपके सामने रख रहा हूँ, अब ये क्वेश्चन नंबर पे मत जाइएगा क्योंकि फॉर डिफरेंट कोर्स नंबर वो डिफरेंट हो सकता है। तो आपके सामने क्वेश्चन है और मैं इसका आंसर अभी आपके सामने बताऊंगा विद सॉल्यूशन। तो गाइस, इफ द एस्टिमेटेड एक्चुअल एंड्योरेंस स्ट्रेंथ of the material is S and S dash N, this is given as the actual endurance strength, and they are saying the ultimate strength is SU, and guys they are saying the mean stress is sigma M और एम्पलीट्यूड जो स्ट्रेस है वो सिग्मा ए है। वो गुडमैन लाइन का इक्वेशन आप लोगों से पूछ रहे हैं, तो मैं आपको बता दूं कि गुडमैन लाइन का इक्वेशन जो होता है वो होता है सिग्मा मीन बटे एस यू टी प्लस सिग्मा एम्पलीट्यूड बटे एस ई डैश, इट इज इक्वल टू 1/n। तो इन्होंने एंड्योरेंस को एस डैश एन दिया है, तो मैं लिखूंगा सिग्मा एम अपॉन एस यू प्लस सिग्मा ए अपॉन एस एन डैश इज 1/n। सो गाइस, ये जो इक्वेशन है ये गुडमैन लाइन का इक्वेशन है। तो क्योंकि ये गुडमैन लाइन का इक्वेशन है तो माय डियर अगर आप ध्यान से देखेंगे तो आई फील दिस इज लुकिंग लाइक द सेम इक्वेशन। तो आंसर इसके लिए जो होगा वो सी हो जाएगा। और आपने देखा है कि इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज में इस तरह के क्वेश्चन बहुत यूजुअल है, आते ही है, जिसमें डायरेक्ट आपको फॉर्मूला पुटिंग टाइप की चीज करनी होती है। तो आंसर इसका सी हो जाएगा। और जैसे गुडमैन आया, कभी सोडरबर्ग पूछ लेते हैं, तो चीजें चेंज होती रहती है, बट द लेवल ऑफ क्वेश्चन, द टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन इज सिमिलरली, तो ऐसा ही आता है। तो देखते हैं आगे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है। सो गाइस, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो है वो भी मशीन डिजाइन से है। तो पिछले वाला जो क्वेश्चन था वो भी मशीन डिजाइन से था और ये भी मशीन डिजाइन से है। मशीन डिजाइन का वेटेज काफी ज्यादा है इस बार। तो ये क्वेश्चन क्या बोल रहा है, द रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन लोड P एंड लाइफ फॉर रोलिंग कॉन्टेक्ट बियरिंग्स कैन बी स्टेटेड एज। तो आपको ये दे दिया गया है L2 बाई L1 इज P1 बाई P2 टू द पावर K। ये आपको दे दिया गया है, दिस इज द रेशियो फॉर लोड लाइफ रिलेशनशिप इक्वेशन। आई फील TPM हमारे साथ है, आंसर उन्होंने 3.33 दिया है। सो यस टीपीएम आपका आंसर बिल्कुल सही है। तो अगर हम इस क्वेश्चन की बात करें माय डियर, L2 by L1 इज P1 by P2 टू द पावर K, तो यहां पर K की वैल्यू होती है 3 अगर ये बॉल बियरिंग का केस होता, और अगर हम बात करते हैं K की वैल्यू होती है 3.33 अगर ये इफ इट इज द केस ऑफ रोलर बियरिंग। अब आप ध्यान से देखो पेपर में साफ साफ मेंशन है रोलर बियरिंग, तो आंसर इसका हो जाएगा 3.33, तो बी इसका करेक्ट आंसर है। ये क्वेश्चन भी मशीन डिजाइन से था। वेरी गुड टीपीएम। सो मूविंग गाइस टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, मूविंग गाइस टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन भी थ्योरी ऑफ फेलियर्स जो कि मशीन डिजाइन से है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में बोल रहा है फॉर द फेलियर ऑफ डक्टाइल मटीरियल्स under static loading, which of the failure theory is more accurate? They are saying the maximum normal stress theory, the maximum normal strain theory, the distortion energy theory and total strain energy theory. तो जैसा कि मैं आपसे बोलूं, मैं आपको हमेशा से बताता रहा हूं, बहुत बढ़िया टीपीएम। अगर हम बात करते हैं ब्रिटल मटेरियल की तो कुछ सोचना ही नहीं होता, एक ही थ्योरी होती है, मैक्सिमम प्रिंसिपल स्ट्रेस थ्योरी, जो कि रैंकाइन थ्योरी है। डक्टाइल के लिए हमारे पास दो ऑप्शन रहते हैं, मैक्सिमम शियर स्ट्रेस थ्योरी या फिर मैक्सिमम डिस्टोर्शन एनर्जी थ्योरी। अब यहां पे चेंज ये है कि आज तक जो भी क्वेश्चंस आए थे उसमें वो दोनों को ऑप्शन में रखते थे या फिर इस एक ऊपर वाले को ऑप्शन में रखते थे। तो ऐसे केस में हम MSST जाते थे क्योंकि ये सेफ और मतलब सेफ नहीं, सेफेस्ट थ्योरी है। बट माय डियर, इफ वी टॉक अबाउट इन दिस देयर इज नो ऑप्शन कॉल्ड MSST, मैक्सिमम शियर स्ट्रेस थ्योरी, तो आंसर इसका सी हो जाएगा। क्योंकि MDT की बात करें तो वो सेफ और इकोनॉमिकल होती है, MSST की बात करें तो सेफेस्ट बट अनइकोनॉमिकली होती है। सो गाइस मूविंग फर्दर टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, आगे बढ़ रहे हैं अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ। ओके, सो दिस इज नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वंस अगेन फ्रॉम द मशीन डिजाइन थ्योरी ऑफ फेलियर। तो जैसा मैंने कहा मशीन डिजाइन भर के पूछी हुई है। तो ये क्वेश्चन है बेस्ड ऑन द मैक्सिमम शियर स्ट्रेस थ्योरी। Based on the maximum shear stress theory, it can be predicted that the relation between the shear yield strength with respect to, let us say, some constant time of shear tensile yield strength. So you need to answer the value of K. So guys, you know the value of K is 0.5 for MSST. It is going to be 0.577 for MDET. तो गाइज अगर ऐसा है तो हम जानते हैं कि जो शेयर यील्ड स्ट्रेंथ है वो 0.5 साइन होगा टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ के, तो आंसर इसका बी आ जाएगा। बी इज गोइंग टू बी द राइट आंसर। जो 27 का आंसर होगा दैट इज गोइंग टू बी बी। मूविंग फर्दर माय डियर, मूविंग फर्दर, अब बढ़ेंगे आगे। सो गाइस ये वाला जो क्वेश्चन है, जैसा कि आई वाज सेइंग दैट कि वन क्वेश्चन इज एज इट इज रिपीटेड फ्रॉम द लास्ट ईयर। It was a trend in the engineering services paper if we talk about before 2016-17, but nowadays they were not repeating the question. So now this question is as it is the paper of 2022. In the 2022 paper this question was there as it is, only the options were different. So guys, consider the following parameters involved in the rating of clutches and brakes. So guys, the very first is torque required to accelerate or decelerate the system, time required to accomplish the speed change, and the cycling rate as the number of on-off per unit time. So guys, here the answers is going to be 1 and 2. तो 1 और 2 इसमें सही है। तो अगर आपने सिर्फ पिछले साल का पेपर भी किया होता तो you would be answering it to be A 1 and 2. So TPM the answer will be 1 and 2 for that. This is from last year. पिछले साल का पेपर है ये। अब आगे बढ़ेंगे गाइस। Let us move to the next question. आगे बढ़ते हैं। Let us move to the next question. तो गाइस नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं कौन से सब्जेक्ट का है। आई फील आप देख चुके होंगे कि ये स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल का क्वेश्चन है, और इस क्वेश्चन में जो डाटा दिया है वो देख के आप आंसर कर सकते हैं। और यही पहचान है इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज में, ऐसे क्वेश्चन आते हैं तभी आपके पास 1 मिनट या उससे कम या उसके आसपास का समय, अब तो उसके आसपास बोलूंगा मैं, क्योंकि आपको 150 क्वेश्चन 180 मिनट में करने हैं तो 1 मिनट से ज्यादा समय आपके पास है। तो ए सेट ऑफ 3 bolts इज टू बी यूज्ड to provide a clamping force of 4000 Newton between two components of a machine. If the allowable stress is 800 Newton per mm square, what is the required tensile stress area for the bolt? They are saying a set of 3 bolts. Okay, so total force if we are going to see is 4000 Newton. So they have given you the permissible stress. It is 800 Newton per mm square. So they are asking the tensile total area. Total area will be obviously 4000 divided by 800. So total area will be coming out to be 5 mm square. Okay, so this is coming out to be total area for the bolts. Okay, so yes, they are using 3 bolts. So the answer for this is going to be C. Very good TPM. बहुत ही बढ़िया. So guys, do like and share the session so that other student can also join it. Okay, let's move further guys to move the next question. Move to the next question. देखते हैं अगला क्वेश्चन कौन सा है. This is from material science guys. This is from material science. So this is from the Gibbs phase rule. What the question is, which one of the following is a Gibbs phase rule, where P is the number of phases present, F is the number of degrees of freedom, C is the number of components, and N is the number of non-compositional variables. So guys, here you know P plus F is equals to C plus N. Why that will come? You must have studied this to be P plus F is equals to C plus 2. You have studied this in the thermodynamics. Okay, because in thermodynamics this 2 refers to temperature and pressure, which are 2 variables. But if you see the same in the material science, all the things we are doing at atmospheric pressure. So there it becomes P plus F is equals to C plus 1, because here the variable is only temperature. So when you go for phase diagram, triple T diagrams, there we are going to use this rule. So here N is that value which will vary based on the conditions. So answer for this is going to be A. Very good TPM, बहुत बढ़िया. So I feel TPM आप जैसा आप बता रहे हैं उसके हिसाब से मुझे लग रहा है आपका सिलेक्शन हो सकता है, पूरे चांसेस है. Moving further, this is once again from strength of material. This is once again from strength of material. So guys, here they are asking you the value of section modulus. They are saying what is the section modulus Z for a triangular section with base width B and height H. So if we take this triangular section for which base width is B and height is H. Height is H. Okay guys, so this is the neutral axis, let us say. This is the neutral axis. We know that ZNA is defined as INA upon Y max. INA upon Y max. Okay, and we also know about this INA for the triangular section is BH cube by 36. So when you will be solving this, you know Y max is nothing but 2H by 3 this time. This will be 2H by 3. So when you will be putting this, it is coming out to be BH cube by 36 divided by 2H by 3. So answer will be BH square by 24. So the answer is going to be B for this. The answer is going to be B for this. Okay, तो आंसर B हो जाएगा इसके लिए. और अब हम मूव करते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ गाइस. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज वंस अगेन फ्रॉम स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल. एक बार फिर से स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल से ये क्वेश्चन है. तो गाइस, व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट फॉर द सिंपली सपोर्टेड बीम एज शोन इन द फिगर. अगर आप देखें तो ये सिंपल केस हमने बहुत बार मैराथन्स में, क्लास में हर बार डिस्कस किया हुआ है. यू आर गिवन दिस बीम और शायद आप सभी लोग जानते हैं कि यहाँ सिमिट्री है. तो अगर ये लोड P है तो यहाँ पे आप सपोर्ट रिएक्शन जब निकालोगे तो सपोर्ट रिएक्शन आपकी यहाँ आ जाएगी. दिस इज RA एंड दिस इज RB और दोनों की वैल्यू होगी P/2 बाय सिमिट्री. और अगर आप इस सिमिट्री के साथ बेंडिंग मोमेंट डायग्राम बनाओगे तो ये आएगा, क्योंकि आपको पता है लोडिंग पॉइंट फोर्स है, शियर फोर्स डायग्राम हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन होगा, बेंडिंग मोमेंट होगा इंक्लाइंड लाइन. रोहित दुबे, वेरी गुड. सो रोहित दुबे ने आंसर कर दिया है PL स्क्वायर बाय 4. तो इट इज नथिंग बट RA इंटू L/2. तो दिस वैल्यू इज PL स्क्वायर अपॉन 4. तो आप नॉर्मली कर सकते हो RA इंटू L/2. तो आंसर इसका आ जाएगा B. सो रोहित, योर आंसर इज करेक्ट. वेरी गुड. TPM also very good guys. This is question number 62 in the paper set which I was having. तो guys अब बढ़ेंगे आगे अगले क्वेश्चन की तरफ. ऐसे ही बताते रहिए. अगर आप लोग नेक्स्ट ईयर भी देने वाले हैं तो आपकी एक अच्छी आइडिया लग जाएगा आपको कैसा पेपर आता है. So guys, now let us see this question. Okay, now let us see this question. Now let us see this question. So guys, if you see this question, this is what is the maximum shear force for the simply supported beam. अब ये एक simply supported beam आपको दी हुई है. यहाँ पर hinge support है और यहाँ पर roller. तो अगर आप देखेंगे तो यहाँ पर किसी एक पोजीशन पे ट्विस्टिंग मोमेंट टी लग रहा है, ए ये लेंथ है और टोटल लेंथ इसकी एल है। तो इस तरीके से आपको टी के कारण रिएक्शंस निकालनी है। तो गाइस नाउ वी विल सी अबाउट दिस। तो हम क्या करने वाले हैं, व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू, वी विल बी एज्यूमिंग ए सपोर्ट रिएक्शन आर ए हेयर एंड वी विल बी एज्यूमिंग ए सपोर्ट रिएक्शन ऑफ आर सी हेयर। सो माय डियर यू नो वेरी वेल बिकॉज ऑफ दिस आर ए विल बी कमिंग आउट टू बी, क्योंकि ये ट्विस्टिंग, ये जो मोमेंट दिया है बेंडिंग मोमेंट और ये दोनों अपोजिट है, तो प्लस टी बाई एल आ जाएगा। और अगर आप आर सी लिखोगे तो माइनस टी बाई एल आ जाएगा। तो आपसे अब ये पूछा हुआ है कि व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम शियर फोर्स। तो आपको आर ए की वैल्यू पता लग गई, आर सी की वैल्यू पता लग गई। अब आप अगर आप यहीं पर कहीं भी सेक्शन लोगे, चाहे आप लेफ्ट में लो चाहे राइट में लो, वैल्यू आपको जो शियर फोर्स की मिलने वाली है वो एक ही मिलने वाली है, दैट इज टी बटे एल। और शायद आप लोगों ने आंसर भी कर दिया है, टीपीएम इज सेइंग द आंसर टू बी टी बाई एल, जो कि बिल्कुल सही है, आंसर आपका ए हो जाएगा। तो अब देख सकते हैं कितने बेसिक लेवल के क्वेश्चन है। तो इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज में हॉरिजॉन्टल डेप्थ ऑफ सिलेबस कवर होती है, वर्टिकल बहुत कम है, मतलब बहुत इन डेप्थ चीज नहीं पूछी जाती, बट जो सिलेबस है वो काफी वास्ट है। तो ये था क्वेश्चन नंबर 63। उसके बाद मूव कर रहे हैं हम नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ। माय डियर वी आर मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, वी आर मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। और ये जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है वो फिर स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल से आ गया हमारे पास। तो देखते हैं इसका आंसर क्या होगा, इसका भी आप दे ही देंगे आंसर देख के, बहुत आसान क्वेश्चन है ये भी। टीपीएम ओके, प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में मैंने कुछ गलत लगा दिया क्या, देख लेते हैं। अगर आपको ऐसा है तो लेट अस सी। ओके, शायद आप इसमें बोल रहे हैं, इसमें बोल रहे हैं। ओके, तो अगर आप ध्यान से देखो तो हमसे पूछा हुआ था कि व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट। तो हमसे पूछा हुआ था मैक्सिमम बेंडिंग मोमेंट। अगर आप चाहें तो हम सोल्व करके दिखा देते हैं। तो अगर हम देखें तो यहां पर हमारे पास आया था P बाई टू। हाँ बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो आप। तो आप जब इसको L बाई 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो PL बाई 4, आंसर डी हो जाएगा। बिल्कुल सही, आंसर डी हो जाएगा। मैंने शायद यहाँ L स्क्वायर नहीं देखा इसलिए मैंने B बोल दिया था। डी इज करेक्ट, यस बिल्कुल सही है। तो PL बाई 4 ही रहेगा आंसर। चलिए बढ़ते हैं आगे गाइस, बढ़ते हैं आगे, लेट अस मूव फर्दर। अब हम कौन से क्वेश्चन में थे, अब हम इस क्वेश्चन में थे जो कि स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल से है फिर से। तो गाइस देखते हैं कितने लोग सही बताएंगे इसका आंसर। ओके, इसका आंसर भी टीपीएम दे चुके हैं, रिजिडिटी मॉडुलस। तो विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज डिफाइंड एज द रेशियो ऑफ शियर स्ट्रेस टू द शियर स्ट्रेन। सो माय डियर मैं आपको बता दूं, जो यंग्स मॉडुलस होता है वो नॉर्मल स्ट्रेस बटे नॉर्मल स्ट्रेन होता है। जो मॉडुलस ऑफ रिजिडिटी होता है वो शियर स्ट्रेस बटे शियर स्ट्रेन होता है। जो बल्क मॉडुलस होता है वो डीपी हाइड्रोस्टेटिक स्ट्रेस बाय वॉल्यूमेट्रिक स्ट्रेन होता है। तो इन तीनों के हिसाब से आपसे जो पूछा गया था उसका आंसर हो जाएगा क्या, मॉडुलस ऑफ रिजिडिटी या शियर मॉडुलस, क्या होगा, रिजिडिटी, मॉडुलस ऑफ रिजिडिटी। यस, इज इट क्लियर? हाँ, रिजिडिटी, मॉडुलस ऑफ रिजिडिटी। मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट, मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट। अब कौन सा क्वेश्चन है हमारे पास, ये है टोर्शन से। दिस इज फ्रॉम द टोर्शन। तो व्हाट इज द टॉर्क इफ ए शाफ्ट ऑफ 200 mm डायामीटर, आपको डायामीटर दिया गया है 200 mm, और उसके बाद बोला गया है कि आपको जो शियर स्ट्रेस है वो 50 न्यूटन पर mm स्क्वायर है। अब आपको ये पता होगा कि टाउ का जो फॉर्मूला होता है वो होता है क्या, दैट इज T बाई जेड पी, T बाई जेड पी। तो यहाँ पर आप इसको लिख सकते हो 16 T बाई पाई डी क्यूब। तो ये आपको जो पता है ये 50 पता है, यहां से आपको निकालना है T का वैल्यू, T आ जाएगा 78.54 किलो न्यूटन मीटर। तो यहां पर देखो बिना कैलसी के कैलकुलेशन करनी थी, पर ये हर बार होता है, इस तरह के क्वेश्चन तो आते ही है। तो आई फील आप सभी लोगों को समझ आ रहा होगा। सो गाइस डू लाइक एंड शेयर द सेशन। सो वी आर गोइंग टू डू नियरली ऑल द क्वेश्चन। 2 और क्वेश्चन मैं अभी आपके सामने रख रहा हूं, उसके बाद फिर चंद्रा सर, सूरज सर, सोनू सर, उसके बाद मैं फिर से आऊंगा प्रोडक्शन के क्वेश्चंस लेकर के। अभी जो मैं क्वेश्चंस लेके आया हूँ वो सोम के हैं, मशीन डिजाइन के हैं, और 1 से 2 क्वेश्चन मटेरियल साइंस के भी होंगे। तो उसके बाद आई विल बी कमिंग अगेन फॉर द प्रोडक्शन क्वेश्चन। ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया टीपीएम। मूव करते हैं आगे, लेट्स मूव फर्दर। अगला क्वेश्चन जो है वो फिर से स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल्स है, और ये तो वो क्वेश्चन है जो मैंने आपको क्लास में भी लगभग हर सीरीज में कराया है। आप देखो द एक्सटेंशन ऑफ ए बार यूनिफॉर्मली टेपरिंग फ्रॉम ए डायमीटर ऑफ d by a to d minus a, एक टेपर बार है, इसका जो डायमीटर है वो d minus a है और इसका जो डायमीटर है वो d plus a है, और आपसे बोल रहा है कि कैलकुलेट बाय ट्रीटिंग इट एज अ बार ऑफ यूनिफॉर्म क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ एवरेज डायमीटर d, व्हाट इज द परसेंटेज एरर। तो माय डियर इसका जब आप डेल्टा निकालोगे तो क्योंकि ये टेपर बार है तो असली में तो इसका जो आएगा वो आएगा 4pl अपॉन पाई ई d1 d2, व्हाट इज d1 d2 d minus a इंटू d plus a, ये है एक्चुअल वाला, पर आप इसको मान के चल रहे हो प्रिज्मेटिक बार, प्रिज्मेटिक के लिए हो जाएगा 4pl अपॉन पाई ई d स्क्वायर, and d average is nothing but what is d average, d minus a plus d plus a divided by 2, this is the average diameter, इसका करना है स्क्वायर। सो माय डियर a से a कटेगा, ठीक है, तो आपको पता लग रहा है वैल्यू आ जाएगी d ही, तो ये हो जाएगा प्रिज्मेटिक मान के करने पर। आपसे पूछा गया एरर, तो एरर के लिए आप करोगे टेपर माइनस प्रिज्मेटिक बटे टेपर इंटू 100, ऐसा करते ही आपका जो आंसर आएगा वो आ जाएगा 10a by d का होल स्क्वायर। तो आंसर फॉर दिस इज गोइंग टू बी d, ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया, टीपीएम बहुत ही बढ़िया। और ये वही क्वेश्चन है जो आपको क्लास में कराया गया था एज इट इज, रिपीट भी हुआ है, ये आया भी हुआ है पहले क्वेश्चन। तो अब माय डियर मूव करेंगे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ। ओके, इस क्वेश्चन के बाद अदर फैकल्टीज विल ज्वाइन, तो लेट अस सी द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन गाइस, बढ़ते हैं आगे। अब ये असर्शन रीजन वाली चीज शुरू हो चुकी है हमारे पास। असर्शन रीजन आपको पता है सबसे डिफिकल्ट टाइप के क्वेश्चंस होते हैं। टोटल अगर हम देखते हैं असर्शन रीजन के क्वेश्चन जनरली बहुत सारा डिफरेंस क्रिएट कर देते हैं। क्वेश्चन देखो क्या बोल रहा है, द रेशियो ऑफ द शॉर्टनिंग स्ट्रेन टू द टेंसाइल स्ट्रेन इज कॉल्ड पॉइजन रेशियो। तो आपको तो पता ही है पॉइजन रेशियो क्या होता है, एप्सिलॉन लेटरल बटे एप्सिलॉन लॉन्गिट्यूडनल, लेंथ बढ़ रही है तो डायमीटर कम होता है इसलिए माइनस साइन भी आएगा। उसके बाद आई फील दूसरा, ओके ये स्टेटमेंट 2 है, दिस इज स्टेटमेंट 2। स्टेटमेंट 1 है व्हेन ए मटेरियल इज सब्जेक्टेड टू ए टेंसाइल स्ट्रेन देयर इज अ साइमल्टेनियसली शॉर्टनिंग ऑफ द क्रॉस सेक्शन। मतलब ये बोल रहा है कि अगर आप फोर्स लगाओगे लेंथ बढ़ेगी तो डायामीटर होगा कम, ठीक है। तो माय डियर दोनों ही स्टेटमेंट एक तरीके से यहां पर सही है। और पॉइजन रेशियो तो डिफाइन किया गया, असली में तो लेंथ बढ़ रही थी डायमीटर कम होना है, तो हो ही रहा है, दिस इज हैपनिंग। सो ऐसा नहीं है कि ये जो बोल रहा है कि द रेशियो ऑफ द शॉर्टनिंग ऑफ स्ट्रेन टू द टेंसाइल स्ट्रेन इज कॉल्ड पॉइजन रेशियो। तो पॉइजन रेशियो तो हमने बाद में डिफाइन किया, मतलब दोनों स्टेटमेंट सही है, पर सेकंड वन फर्स्ट का कोई मतलब एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं है। सेकंड वन आपको ये नहीं बता रहा कि पहले वाला क्यों सही है, इसलिए यहां पर दोनों स्टेटमेंट सही है पर दूसरे वाला पहले वाले का एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं है, तो आंसर इसका बी हो जाता है। दोनों स्टेटमेंट सही है पर सेकंड फर्स्ट को एक्सप्लेन नहीं करता, सेकंड तो एक इंडिविजुअल टर्म पॉइजन रेशियो को डिफाइन कर रहा है, तो दोनों सही पर दूसरे वाला पहले का कारण नहीं है। सो गाइस ये मेरी साइड से अब एक आखिरी क्वेश्चन रहेगा, इसके बाद मैं फिर से आऊंगा प्रोडक्शन के क्वेश्चन लेकर के, बट अभी के लिए मेरे ख्याल से सोनू सर रेडी है लाइन में आप लोगों के लिए एनालिसिस। ओके, so guys let us see the next question. After this question we will do the analysis. Toughness is the ability of a material to absorb applied energy without failure, ठीक है। The energy absorption value from such test is often called impact energy or impact resistance। तो मैं बोलूंगा ये स्टेटमेंट ही गलत है, क्योंकि जब आप टफनेस की बात करते हो तो वो इलास्टिक लिमिट तक नहीं, विदाउट फेलियर नहीं, फ्रैक्चर पॉइंट तक का एनर्जी एब्जॉर्प्शन होता है, तो इसीलिए ये गलत होने के कारण इसका आंसर डी हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो गाइस यस तो गाइस दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द केस। तो सर अब आप आ जाइए क्योंकि मैंने 15 क्वेश्चंस करा दिए हैं अभी। यस सो yes, so guys now we will show you the analysis part, how many questions were there from which subject, what was the level of paper, है ना, and after that once again we will continue the solutions for you guys. Okay, so you can see guys, and this is made आफ्टर लुकिंग द एग्जाम। पूरा पेपर देखने के बाद जो सभी फैकल्टीज पूरी टीम जिस कंक्लूजन पर पहुंची है वो आपके सामने है। तो गाइस ओवरऑल डिफिकल्टी लेवल व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट वाज मॉडरेट। हम इसको आसान नहीं बोलेंगे क्योंकि बहुत सारे न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चंस भी थे और मुश्किल भी, हाँ, एंड मुश्किल भी नहीं बोल सकते क्योंकि चीजें सारी लगभग जो आ रखी है, मतलब मोर देन 200 नंबर से ज्यादा का पेपर जो है वो ऐसी चीजों से था जो हर बार हमें पता होता है आनी ही है। तो बहुत ज्यादा अनसर्टेन नहीं था, तो इसलिए इट इज गोइंग टू बी मॉडरेट आई विल से। एंड सब्जेक्ट वाइज डिफिकल्टी लेवल की अगर हम बात करें तो वहां भी मॉडरेट और मोस्टली न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चंस है, तो कैलकुलेटिव है। इसके बाद सर बताइए और भी चीजें जो है।
यस सर, इसमें जो असर्शन रीजनिंग आए हैं उसमें आउट ऑफ 150 देयर आर 5 क्वेश्चंस,
जो कि बहुत कम नंबर है,
हाँ।
क्योंकि पहले कम से कम 10-12 नंबर तो
और
ऐसा
ये
रहता
सर
ही
जो
है।
सबसे मेन इंपॉर्टेंट यहाँ पे चीजें देखने को मिली है वो ये है।
लिंक्ड क्वेश्चन
यस सर,
हाँ,
वो अभी
पहली बार
तक
ऐसा
पहली बार ऐसा है जो मतलब वैरायटी ऑफ क्वेश्चन देखने को मिला, नियर अबाउट आई थिंक मुझे लग रहा मोर देन 10 to 20 क्वेश्चन
और
ऐसे हैं
ऐसे भी क्वेश्चंस थे कि 3-4 क्वेश्चन एक साथ लिंक्ड थे,
हाँ, exactly।
मोर देन 2 क्वेश्चंस।
हाँ,
गेट
जब
में जैसे 2 होता है, इस
पहले
बार
आते थे।
दो
सर-
पे एक क्वेश्चन था, 3 लिंक्ड क्वेश्चन थे।
सर मुझे ये लगता है कि ऐसा ही इस बार पेपर 1 में भी था।
हाँ,
मतलब जैसे आप देखो पहले 3 क्वेश्चन लगातार 6 सिग्मा
हाँ
तो इस तरह की
तो
चीजें काफी हुई है।
थोड़ा सा सरप्राइजिंग था एक्चुअली में, बट हाँ
अगर हम लास्ट ईयर से कंपैरिजन करें तो वेटेज बढ़ी है पावर प्लांट, आईसी इंजन और सोम की, और बल्कि मैं इसमें ऐड करना चाहूंगा मशीन डिजाइन की
मशीन
भी।
डिजाइन।
और उसके अलावा वेटेज कम हुई है प्रोडक्शन की, इंजीनियरिंग मटेरियल की, फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स और आरएसी की।
उसकी हीट ट्रांसफर की भी
Yes, yes।
लास्ट ईयर का।
एंड आई थिंक सर मुझे लगता है कि जो न्यूली एडिड सब्जेक्ट लाइक रोबोटिक्स, मेंटेनेंस या फिर उसके आगे चले जो नेक्स्ट रिन्यूएबल सोर्स है उसमें सर वेटेज वही रहा
है जो लास्ट ईयर था। लास्ट
हाँ,
ईयर भी लगभग ऐसा ही था।
बिल्कुल। और आई थिंक इन सब पोर्शन से स्टूडेंट ने अगर टॉपिक पढ़े होंगे तो देन डेफिनेटली यू कैन अटेम्प्ट दिस क्वेश्चन। ऐसे क्वेश्चन है
हाँ,
बहुत ज्यादा
सर,
हार्ड
ये
नहीं है।
पावर प्लांट में से भी उस पोर्शन से ज्यादा है जो फ्लूइड मशीनरी से कनेक्टेड है।
Exactly। या तो फ्लूइड
या
मशीनरी से
compressor।
या फिर वो पार्ट जो गेट के लिए नहीं पढ़ते हैं। Exactly।
तो सर आई फील कंटिन्यू करिए अब
बिल्कुल
सॉल्यूशन।
बिल्कुल सर।
अभी और ये था।
और
हाँ हाँ, बिल्कुल। तो यहाँ पे अभी आप लोग सब्जेक्ट वाइज आपके नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस और उसकी डिफिकल्टी अभी हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेते हैं। जैसे अगर मैं बात करूँ बेसिक थर्मोडायनामिक्स की 9 क्वेश्चंस थे, जिसमें से आई थिंक सोनू सर बता पाएंगे बहुत आसानी से कि बहुत इजी थे थोड़े से।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बेसिक थर्मोडायनामिक्स वाज नॉट सो डिफिकल्ट।
थर्मल, आरएससी, पावर प्लांट, आईसी इंजन, ये बताइए आप।
एक से नहीं छोटा
बिल्कुल डेफिनेटली जो बेसिक थर्मोडायनामिक थी उसमें आसान क्वेश्चन थे, बहुत ज्यादा हार्ड नहीं थे। रेफ्रिजरेशन कर सकते थे, पावर प्लांट में डेफिनेटली आपको परेशानी होगी। उसके 2 रीजन थे और इवन आईसी इंजन में भी प्रॉब्लम होगी। रीजन मैक्सिमम आईसी इंजन के क्वेश्चन मीन इफेक्टिव प्रेशर के थे, और मीन इफेक्टिव प्रेशर के जब भी क्वेश्चन आता है आपको पाई की वैल्यू मैक्सिमम टाइप सब्स्टिट्यूट करनी होती है, तो बहुत ज्यादा लेंथी और कैलकुलेटिव थे। हाँ, लेकिन उस एरिया से क्वेश्चन नहीं थे कि आप ये कहो कि जो हम गेट के अलग जाके अलग से बहुत ज्यादा पढ़ना हो उससे आया हो, उससे बहुत ज्यादा क्वेश्चन नहीं थे। परफॉर्मेंस पैरामीटर से मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन देखने को मिले थे। यस, रिन्यूएबल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी के अगर आपने मतलब पढ़ा है तो आप कर सकते हो, ये तुक्का नहीं मार सकते, इसलिए डिफिकल्ट में रखा गया है। मतलब चीजें ऐसी थी कि अगर आप बहुत डिटेल में जाके आपने डेटा याद होगा, 3-4 क्वेश्चन ऐसे हैं जो डेटा बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है। तो जब तक जैसे आपका फ्यूल सेल के 2 क्वेश्चन थे, तो फ्यूल सेल में वो जो नॉर्मल टेम्परेचर रेंज अगर 4-5 फ्यूल सेल की याद होगी तभी आप थोड़ा बहुत अटेम्प्ट कर पाओगे, नहीं तो 0 आएगा सीधा।
चंद्रा
सर,
सर
हीट ट्रांसफर के तो लास्ट ईयर से तो बहुत कम इसका वेटेज हो गया है, 4 क्वेश्चंस और न्यूमेरिकल बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस थे, इसलिए ये मॉडरेट में चला गया। अदरवाइज क्वेश्चन सिंपल थे, फॉर्मूला बेस्ड थे, बट क्योंकि लेंथी कैलकुलेशन है। और फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स और फ्लूइड मशीनरी अगेन इसका भी यही रीजन है डिफिकल्ट में जाने का, क्योंकि जो न्यूमेरिकल्स थे वो दिखने में सिंपल थे, बट उसको करने बैठो विदाउट कैलकुलेटर तो इट बिकम्स अ चैलेंजिंग टास्क। तो इसलिए जानबूझ के मेरे हिसाब से क्वेश्चंस इस तरह से रखे गए कि क्वेश्चन पढ़ के आप उसको अटेम्प्ट करना चाहोगे, आपकी टेंडेंसी होगी कि अरे ये तो सिंपल है, डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला अप्लाई किया, बट व्हेन यू डू द कैलकुलेशन तब हर्डल आएगा। तो इस वजह से फ्लूइड मशीनरी में नॉर्मली इसी तरीके का वेटेज रहता है मोर और लेस, बट हीट ट्रांसफर थोड़ा कम हो गया।
तो सर उसके बाद अगर स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ मटेरियल की बात करें तो आप लोग सोच रहे हो कि सर सोम का इजी है कैसे, वो अभी देख ही लिया हमने। क्योंकि जो भी हमने क्वेश्चन किए वो सोम और मशीन डिजाइन से थे, दे वर वेरी इजी। और मशीन डिजाइन में तो एक क्वेश्चन लास्ट ईयर वाला भी था और वही एक डिफिकल्ट था, अगर लास्ट ईयर वाला आप नहीं आया होता तो शायद उसको आपको करने में दिक्कत होती। बाकी सोम एंड एमडी आर वेरी इजी। प्रोडक्शन को मैं मॉडरेट बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि कुछ क्वेश्चंस में कैलकुलेशंस भी है और हर जो एरियाज है काफी टच किए गए हैं, तो इसलिए मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इज गोइंग टू बी ऑन द मॉडरेट साइड। सर सूरज सर मैकेनिक्स को
एग्जैक्टली तो अगर मैं मैकेनिक्स की बात करूं, इजी टू मॉडरेट रहेगा, जैसे हमेशा रहता है कि, और जो क्वेश्चन थे कुछ एक दो क्वेश्चन थे स्लाइटली कैलकुलेटेड, बट रश आई वुड रादर से इजी टू मॉडरेट वाले सेगमेंट में था। 6 क्वेश्चन थे एंड ऑलमोस्ट सब मॉडरेट। थ्योरी क्वेश्चंस की बात करेंगे, ऑलमोस्ट से ही आपका वेटेज रहता है। अगर आप पिछले 2-3 साल के भी पैटर्न देखेंगे, ऑलमोस्ट आपके 10 to 11 नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं, तो यही सेम पैटर्न यहाँ पर भी देखा गया। मॉडरेट इसलिए बोलेंगे क्योंकि स्लाइटली कैलकुलेटेड, क्योंकि कुछ क्वेश्चन ऐसे थे इफ यू आर नॉट हैविंग कैलकुलेटर तो थोड़ा सा डाइसी हो जाता है और जो ऑप्शंस को मार्क करना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है। दैट इज द रीजन वी आर गोइंग फॉर मॉडरेट। बट अगर आपके पास कैलकुलेटर होता है ना तो ये बहुत इजी हो जाता है क्वेश्चन, फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग। तो बट ईएसई में क्योंकि कैलकुलेटर्स आर नॉट अलाउड, तो कैलकुलेटिव पोर्शन की वजह से इट इज बिकम स्लाइटली चैलेंजिंग टास्क फॉर ऑल द एस्पिरेंट्स। और ये सिर्फ मैं टोम की बात नहीं कर रहा, मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट्स में यही देखा गया है दैट वी आर हैविंग स्लाइटली कैलकुलेटिव अप्रोच। इंडस्ट्रियल इंजीनियरिंग की बात करेंगे, बहुत इजी डायरेक्ट स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन थे। बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन तो डायरेक्ट थ्योरेटिकली थे, इफ यू रीड द स्टेटमेंट यू विल बी गेटिंग द आंसर। कुछ उसमें कैलकुलेशन नहीं था, सो दैट इज द रीजन वी हैव डन इट इजी। और मैकेट्रॉनिक्स और रोबोटिक्स ऐसा टॉपिक है क्योंकि इसमें से ऑलमोस्ट सेम पैटर्न ही पूछा जाता है। 10 to 15 इस बार थोड़ा सा बढ़ गया है, 14 हो गया है, बट यस एंड द लेवल ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर मॉडरेट बिकॉज इफ यू नो द लॉजिक यू कैन मार्क इट डायरेक्टली एंड इफ यू डोंट नो द कंसेप्ट तो आपको वही क्वेश्चन बहुत डिफिकल्ट लगेगा।
सर मैं यहाँ पे एक चीज ऐड करना चाहूंगा, जैसे मेनली अगर मैकेट्रॉनिक्स को देखें 14 क्वेश्चन है और अगर हम रिन्यूएबल को देखें 9 क्वेश्चन है, तो 14 और 9 अगर हम ऐड करते हैं इट इज गोइंग समवेयर अराउंड 23। तो मतलब अगर आप टोटल 150 में बात करो, अगर आपको ये 2 सब्जेक्ट नहीं भी आते ना तो भी आप सिलेक्ट हो सकते हो। और ऐसा इस बार मैं ऐसा नहीं बता रहा कि भाई आपको छोड़ने हैं, नहीं, ये उन लोगों के लिए जिनको लगता है सर कि ये 2 सब्जेक्ट हेक्टिक हो जाते हैं क्योंकि गेट के लिए नहीं पढ़ने होते, तो ऑन द स्पॉट अगर आप इन 2 सब्जेक्ट्स को नहीं भी इंक्रीज करते हो ऑब्जेक्टिव में, तो अगर आप बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स ऐसे कर लेते हो कि वहां के क्वेश्चन आप कर ही लोगे, तो भी माय डियर बहुत आराम से क्रैक किया जा सकता है। ये मैं आगे आने वाले एस्पायरेंट के लिए बता रहा हूँ। और लास्ट ईयर भी बोला था, और क्योंकि इस बार जितने भी हमने स्पॉटलाइट लिए उन सभी स्टूडेंट ने यही कहा कि सर रोबोटिक्स तो मैं थोड़ा सा पढ़ के गया था, रिन्यूएबल थोड़ा पढ़ के गया था, मतलब उनसे एक दो क्वेश्चन भी वो करे आए तो दे वर वेरी हैप्पी। तो मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ छोड़ के जाओ, इफ यू हैव इंटरेस्ट देन डेफिनेटली यू शैल डू इट, बट अगर नहीं भी कर पाते हो तो मन में ये मत बना लो कि सिलेक्शन नहीं होगा। इन दोनों के बिना भी सिलेक्शन ऑब्जेक्टिव में प्रीलिम्स में बहुत आराम से हो जाता है,
क्योंकि हमें उतना पहुंचना ही नहीं, हमें आराम से एक सेफ साइड, अगर मैं 60% तो बहुत ज्यादा आपका सेफ साइड हो जाएगा। तो अगर इस दोनों को भी हटा भी दे तो मोर देन आपके पास अच्छा खासा जो सब्जेक्ट्स है विच इज देयर विच विल इंक्रीज योर स्कोर।
और सर पूरा तो वैसे भी अटेम्प्ट नहीं हो पाता।
हाँ।
तो बस ये है कि जो क्वेश्चन छूटने वाले हैं वो हम ही डिसाइड कर लें कि कौन सा है।
एग्जैक्टली,
तो दैट विल बी बेटर।
तो फिर आप पर क्वेश्चन में थोड़ा सा अपने टाइम थोड़ा सा इंक्रीज कर सकते हैं, राइट। तो आई थिंक आप सोनू सर के साथ कंटिन्यू करते हैं एंड ही विल बी डिस्कसिंग सम वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस। सो ओवर टू सोनू सर। तो उसके बाद विल बी आई थिंक अब आइएगा, चलिए।
So let's start with the thermodynamic. In this case, we are going to cover this portion. आप देख सकते हो near about 44 क्वेश्चन है आउट ऑफ 150। ये थर्मल पार्ट आपका 44, इसको रिनेबल को भी ऐड कर देते हो तो दिस इज नियर अबाउट 55 और 54 क्वेश्चन। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं वन बाय वन। लेट्स डिस्कस दीज ऑल द क्वेश्चंस। यस, ओके। Yes, question number 71. Okay. So yes, it was the question number 71. Assertion and reasoning was the question. So what is the question? Let's try to discuss. This was mentioned. Yes. Let me take the pen. I think red color is okay. चलिए अब स्टार्ट करते हैं। क्या क्वेश्चन था? देखिए, this is related to the basic thermodynamic. Statement 1 is given to us. Heat is defined as the form of energy that is transferred between the system and surrounding just because of temperature difference. Just because of temperature difference between them. Absolutely right. Heat is that form of the energy that just flow from one particular point to second particular point or from system to surrounding just due to the temperature change. Absolutely right. After that, let's come to the second point, my dear. the temperature difference is the driving force or the driving potential for the heat transfer. Absolutely right. So answer is, can you please tell me the answer? What is the correct answer? क्या क्या select किया था TPM? And all of you, my dear friend, can you please write in the comment section? Yes, A is the correct answer. That statement 1 is the right, and after that statement 2 is the correct expression of statement 1. Let's move forward and check the next question. Next question यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Slide number 24, 72 will be the question. Question is simple air standard cycle analysis. Simple air standard cycle analysis. Let me clear. Here we are talking about the air standard cycle. Yes, air standard cycle of Otto cycle, like diesel cycle, whatever you have just calculated the efficiency. So in this case, in air standard efficiency, we can't predict the variation of the thermal efficiency with the mixture statement. Do you know why? नहीं कर सकते. Reason? Already we have assumed a very important assumption, my dear, that in this entire air standard cycle, air will be the ideal gas, and there is no mixture we are going to consider. So statement is absolutely right. After that, fuel air cycle analysis suggests that the thermal efficiency will deteriorate as the mixture supply to an engine is enriched. We are talking about the efficiency here, right? So this is the absolutely right statement, and this, yes, fuel air efficiency give you the idea of economy. Second statement is right, but both are not the region and assertion. So answer is B, my dear, in this case. Okay, so both are the statement right, but not the correct expression of the first one. Let's move forward and see the next question here. Next question is again 76 numerical question is given to us. Very important question for all of you. The cubic capacity of the 4-stroke engine. Cubic capacity of 4-stroke engine. My dear, over square engine is given to us. We know very well. One is square engine, over square engine, and under square engine. Over square engine means diameter is greater than stroke. We can write that DYL is greater than L. Greater than 1. Sorry. Yes. So in this case, what is given? Over square ratio is given to us 1.1. Simply from here we can write that DYL is 1.1, or from here after that the clearance ratio is also given to us 27.2. What will be the stroke length of the engine we need to find? So can we write from here what is the swept volume or the cubic capacity? So can we write from here that cubic capacity Cc will be equal to total swept volume of all the cylinder? Is it or not? Total swept volume of all the cylinder. So in this case, how many cylinder are there? 4-stroke engine are there, my dear. So 4-stroke engine is there. So what will be the answer? Cubic capacity of a 4-stroke engine, that will be equal to pi by 4 d square into L. Right or not? Pi by 4 d square into L. It is a 4-stroke engine. I have already calculated these all points. 4-stroke engine, ignition engine is this one. Over square ratio is given to us. What is the stroke length we need to find? So stroke length we need to find. So in this case, what is this? Capacity is given to us 245. Yes, my dear, pi by 4 into what is the diameter? Diameter, what we need to find? Stroke length. So can we write from here? Diameter will be equal to 1.1 into L square into L. Is it or not? This is the cubic capacity of a single cylinder engine. After that, what will be the stroke length of the engine we need to find? So can we write from here? 245 multiply by 4 divided by pi, and this divided by 1.1 square is equal to LQ. So when we are calculating the LQ, you just tell me the calculation. Is it as per my calculation? Can you please tell me the calculation from here? Right now I am not having the calculator. Out of 4 you will just have the one calculation. You just calculate the answer. You will get the correct answer of this. 245 into 4 into divided by pi into 1.1 square, my dear. You just please write, and after that L will be equal to let me take eraser. Yes. So L will be equal to raised to 1 by 3. Can you please tell me the answer? That is in centimeter. You just substitute, and again, as we have already discussed in the session now, that lot of calculation are there. Can you feel that first of all you need to do these all the calculation, and after that you need to take root cube, my dear. It's a very lengthy question when you are solving this without calculator. So you just find the answer, you will get any one of these, all the 4. After that, again 77 related to IC engine, my dear, related to the IC engine, and question is again related to IC engine. The same question we have discussed, similar question we have discussed in the classroom. It was similar question, not a single data change. 85% efficiency is given, 60% load is given, even we have got the efficiency. Let's come to the point. Sir, 42.5 kilowatt of the engine. Whenever this type of energy is given now, or this type of rating is given, he is going to talk about the brake power, my dear. This one is given to us, that is the brake power. How much? 42.5 kilowatt. Okay. After that, it is having a mechanical efficiency of 85%. Do you know what is the meaning of the mechanical efficiency, my dear? Mechanical efficiency means brake power divided by indicated power. Is it or not? After that, can we calculate the value of this? It is equal to 42.5 divided by indicated power. It will be equal to 0.85 if I am not wrong. Again, a lengthy calculation. What is the value of the IP? IP from here we can get the value of the IP will be equal to 42.5 kilowatt divided by 0.85. My dear, answer will be equal to 50 kilowatt. Yes. After that, let's move forward. Friction power remain constant. So first of all, let's check the friction power. How much is the friction power? FP. My dear, FP will be equal to 7.5 kilowatt. Friction power is constant. What will be the mechanical efficiency at 60% load? So at 60% load, my dear, what will be the brake power? Brake power will be at 60% load, means it will be the total brake power like 42.5 multiply by 60% load. Can you please check what is the value of, already I have calculated, what is, yes, what is the 60% of this one? If the friction power is assumed to be a constant with the load, what will be the mechanical efficiency at 60% of the actual load? So right now the total power is 42.5. That will be equal to 60% load. What will be the answer? Answer will be equal to 62.5 multiply by 0.6. If I calculate, 6 5 ja 0, my dear, and 6 2 ja 12, and 12 3 5, and after that 6 4 ja 24, and 24 3 27.5 if my calculation is not wrong. So this 27.5 is the brake power. After that, if I'll check my IP will be equal to brake power plus this, that is 27.5 plus of, can you please tell me the answer of friction power? 7.5. Answer will be equal to 550, and 774, this will be 535. So if we check the efficiency, my dear, efficiency will be equal to 27.5 divided by how much? 35 multiply by 100. Can you please tell me the answer? कितने लोग यहाँ पे है? You write in the comment section what exactly the correct answer you all guys getting. What is the correct answer from here? 7, and this will be equal to 5.5. So it will be equal to 5.5 divided by 7. Efficiency will be equal to, is it 77.3? Yes, absolutely right. D is the correct answer. So even these type of question you can solve without calculator, but again it is taking so much of time. टाइम बहुत ज्यादा जा रहा है हर क्वेश्चन में, तो आपको एक आइडिया आ रहा होगा कि क्वेश्चन बहुत आसान नहीं आए हैं अप्लाइड थर्मोडायनेमिक्स से, आइदर सब्जेक्ट ऑफ IC engine or the subject related to the power plant, my dear. Let's move forward and see the next question. 78. A single cylinder engine running at 1800 rpm develop a torque of 8 Newton meter. The indicated power of the engine is 1.8 kilowatt. What is the loss due to the friction power as percentage of the brake power? As a percentage of the brake power. So in this case, the torque is given to us, RPM is given to us. And my dear, in this case, IP is also given to us. Are we not able to find the value of BP, brake power? Can we find the value of the brake power from here? That will be equal to 2 pi NT by 60. Again, it is a problem of calculation. 2 pi NT by 60, 2 into pi into N. How much is the value of N? 1800 into torque 8 divided by 60 multiply by 1000, that will be converted into kilowatt. What answer we are getting? 1.503 kilowatt answer we are getting. Brake power. What is the friction power? Friction power will be equal to IP minus of brake power. That will be equal to, IP means 1.8, 1.503. It will be equal to 1.8 minus of 1.503. So my dear, answer will be equal to 0.3, or let me take the eraser. Yes, it will be equal to 7, 9, and this will be equal to 0.297. After that, what is the loss percentage? Can I write the loss percentage with respect to brake power? That will be equal to 0.297 divided by how much is the brake power, my dear? How much is the brake power? 1.503, and if I'll multiply by 100, I'm getting the correct answer. That will be in percentage. Can you please tell me the answer? I have already calculated 19.36. Is it percentage? All of you getting the same answer? 19.36. Are you getting? You just write in the comment section. जल्दी से बता दो, are you getting the answer or not? 79. Let's move forward and check the question number 79 here. Yes, a gasoline, again the IC engine question. A gasoline engine working on the Otto cycle. Gasoline engine working on the Otto cycle, my dear, consume 8 liter of the gasoline, means volume is given to us, and here the specific gravity is also given to us. Indirectly, mass of the fuel is given to us per hour. It means let's find first of all the mass of the fuel. What is the mass of the fuel? Can I write density into the volume? Sir, what is the density? Density from here. Density is this specific gravity multiplied by 1000. That is 750 into volume 8 liter into 10 raised to 3. It is per hour divided by 3600. That is kg per second, my dear. That is the mass of the fuel. Okay. After that, calorific value is also given to us. That is CV is also given to us, 44000 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, kilojoule per kg. After that, what is the value of power, brake power? It is also given to us. How much? Indicated power. It is 25 kilowatt. What is the question? What is the value of indicated thermal efficiency? What is the value of indicated thermal efficiency? That will be equal to IP divided by mass of the fuel into calorific value. What is the value of IP? IP will be equal to 25. Mass of the fuel will be equal to 750 into 8 into 10 raised to minus 3, and this divided by 3600, my dear. What is the calorific value? This is 44000. Answer, can you please tell me the answer? If I'll convert it into the percentage, I have already calculated the answer. Answer we are getting 34.1, my dear. You just check the calculation. Is calculation is absolutely right or not? Answer will be C. Very easy question if you talk about the concept, but very lengthy question if you talk about the numerical portion. Is it or not? 33.1 is the correct answer. Let's move forward and check the question number next. Next question, 80 number question. What does say? Direction are given to us for next two questions. Means this one is the combination of question number 80 and 81, my dear. What is it? The bore and stroke of the water cooled vertical single cylinder and 4-stroke diesel engine are 80 mm and 110 mm respectively. The torque is also given to us. What is the brake mean effective pressure of the engine? So here, sir, RPM is given, torque is given. Are we not able to find the value of brake power? The value of the brake power very well known to me, and you are able to feel that number of questions, concepts are little bit repeating. आपको नहीं लगा बार बार क्वेश्चन रिपीट हो रहे हैं एक जैसे? ये बीपी आपने कितनी बार कैलकुलेट कर लिया अभी 3-4 क्वेश्चंस में, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम वही है, कैलकुलेशन लेंथी है. सो इन दिस केस जो आपके कंप्लीट आंसर आता है ब्रेक पावर का, इफ आई सॉल्व इट देन दिस वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल टू ब्रेक पावर. हमने यहां से अब मीन इफेक्टिव प्रेशर अगर चेक करने आए, माय डियर, मीन इफेक्टिव प्रेशर इट विल बी इक्वल टू RPM is given, dimension alls are given, so it will be equal to, just a minute, can we write total power divided by swept volume, or you can write like swept volume, or you can write cubic capacity. We have discussed already. So in this case, what is the power? Power we have already discussed. That let me write somewhere here. Sir, from here, if the brake power will be 2 pi n into T by 60, it is the brake power, then what will be the volume? This is also a question. Let me assume that this engine is running with an RPM. Sir, 4-stroke engine, what is the volume? Can I write volume will be equal to pi by 4? Yes, sir. D square, yes, sir, into L into how many cylinder are there? Stroke, water cooled, vertical, single cylinder. Only one cylinder is there. How many RPM is there, my dear? RPM is N by 2 into 60. Do you know why? Because it is clearly mentioned in the question. It is the 4-stroke diesel engine. And in the 4-stroke diesel engine, one cycle is completed in 2 revolution, my dear. That's why we can write this answer. N and N will be get cancelled. After that, pi and pi will be get cancelled. This 60 and this 60 will be get cancelled. After that, we get the answer like this 2t into 4 divided by this 2d square into L. Sir, d square is given to us. What is this? D square. This 8. 110 is also given to us. Newton meter, this torque is also given to us. When we substitute these all the values, we are getting the answer like this. The answer we are getting is 5.81, 80 question. Yes, 5.34, we are getting the answer. We are getting this answer, 5.34, we are getting this answer. D for Delhi is the correct answer. Okay. After that, let's see the next question. Again, the numerical. What is the mean effective pressure if the rating is this one, my dear? If the rating is this one. Rating means he is talking about the brake power. Rating we know very well that rating means brake power is given to us. So in this case, you need not to find the brake power. Brake power is directly given to us, that is the 4 kilowatt, and RPM is also given to us, that is 1500 RPM, my dear. So from here, what is the mean effective pressure? Can you please tell me? The mean effective pressure, from here we can easily write brake power divided by again swept volume. What is the brake power? Sir, 4 kilowatt, or we can write in 10 raised to 3. After that, pi by 4. How much is d square? It is 0.08. In the last option it is given. Pi by 4 d square into L, 0.11 into number of cylinder, only one cylinder. RPM, my dear, it is given to us, that is 1500 RPM divided by 2 into 60. Do you know why? It is the 4-stroke engine. It is the 4-stroke engine. So when we calculate these all the value, then my dear P mean effective pressure I have already calculated for you, and we are getting the answer like this, 81 5.78. You just please tell me, are you getting the same answer or not, my dear? Are you getting the same answer of this question or not? Okay. Yes. Let's move forward. See the question number 82. Question number 82. Let's move forward and see the next question. Yes. Very easy question. COP of reverse Carnot cycle you need to find, my dear. Check. A refrigerating operating with the reverse Carnot cycle, heat extract, refrigerating effect is given to us. After that, from the refrigerating effects, the evaporator temperature and condenser temperature both are given to us. Are we not able to write the COP of the reverse Carnot cycle? That is equal to T lower divided by T higher minus of T lower. That is also equal to how much? Refrigerating effect divided by power input. Is it or not? So after that, TL is the value TL minus 16 plus of 273 divided by T higher. How much is the value? 270 minus plus of 16. This refrigerating effect 500 divided by power input. Can you please tell me the power input? Very easy question if you are having the calculator, but by chance unfortunately हमारे पास नहीं था, इसलिए आप इन क्वेश्चन में बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लिए होंगे. What is the power input we are getting? This is 83.66. Yes, it is 83.66 is the answer, my dear. It is or not? Yes or no? All of you, जल्दी से बताओ, have you got the same answer or not? Okay, so let's move forward and see the next few questions of power plant. Sir, a double acting reciprocating pump. Double acting reciprocating pump has the indicated area of this one, length of this one, the bore diameter and stroke of the pump are this one and this one. Even it is the hydraulic question also. Right now, pump motor run at this RPM and the indicated spring constant, because it is related to the area of the indicated diagram. That's why we are dealing with the power. Then what is the power? Sir, double acting compressor or double acting pump is given. Then what will be the answer of the double acting pump? Power, if I need to write, what will be the power of the double acting pump? Can we write 2 into mean pressure? Is it or not? Into area, into length, into n by 60. All of you? What is the mean effective pressure? Mean effective pressure means, what is the mean effective pressure? This is written as area of the indicated diagram divided by length of indicated diagram, multiply by the spring constant. What is the area of this? My dear, 40. And what is the length? My dear, 15. So can we write from here 40 divided by 15? And what is the spring constant? And 10 raised to minus 2, because it is given in centimeter and this is in meter, my dear. So this is 1.5 into 10 raised to 8 Pascal. Let me substitute this value here and let's see what exactly the answer we are getting. This is 2 mean effective pressure, 40 divided by 15 multiply by 10 raised to minus 6 into 1.5 multiply by, what is the area? Area is this diameter. This length is 8 centimeter. Just a minute. Length is 8 centimeter, not 15 centimeter. Where is it? 15, not 15 centimeter. Length of the diagram is 8 centimeter, indicated diagram, right? After that, area pi by 4, diameter. What is the diameter? 15 centimeter. 0.15 square into, what is the length? 0.2 centimeter. After that, what is the RPM? This is RPM will be how much? 100 divided by, my dear, 60 multiply by 1000. Directly you will get the answer in kilowatt. When you solve it, what exactly we are getting? The answer we are getting as a D, that is 88.36. Can you believe that this much lengthy calculation we are having in the question, and in all the series question we are having the same calculation, my dear. जल्दी से like करो यार session को, and you just tell me how was your exam, कैसा लिखा आपने, was it okay or not? Next question, 103 is the question, theoretical question. After a long time, question is related to RAC, my dear. Question is taken from the RAC. Temperature comfortness. The thermal comfort depend upon the environment and physiological factors. Which one of the following representing the physiological factors? Sir, environment factor, environment factor, environment factor. Only the physiological factor. Is it or not? D will be the answer of 103. Next. Yes, a single stage impulse turbine is given to us. Single stage impulse turbine is given to us. Equal blade angle. What is the meaning of it? You can simply say that beta 1 is equal to beta 2, my dear. Okay. And again, blade coefficient is given to us, that K. Means there is no equal relative velocity at inlet and outlet, that will be equal to 0.85. Okay. Then after that it is asked, what is the maximum value of the efficiency? Here simple formula tha. The maximum value of the efficiency we know very well. If it is given 1 plus K by 2 into cos square alpha, is it or not, where alpha is nozzle angle. So what is the value? 1 plus of 0.85 divided by 2, my dear, and it is equal to cos square alpha will be how much? 30. So it will be equal to 1.85 divided by 2 into 30 means 3 by 4. Root 3 by 2, I have just done the square. For the answer we are getting, I have already calculated. Answer is my dear 69.37. Yes, 69. D is the answer. Jaldi se batao, have you solved this question or not? Yes. Seti, I have just taken the same 8 centimeter. By mistake it was taken, my dear. Don't worry. You are 17, 18 here live, and there are only 24 like. Just make it 30. और आगे बढ़ो क्वेश्चन पे and tell me your expense कैसा रहा. very important and one of the easiest question from the power plant question, my dear. 2 marks का एक और 2 marks का इसके साथ में. Next question, sir. A simple Rankine cycle work between the boiler of this one and, my dear, condenser pressure of this one. Two pressure are given to us. The steam is dry as saturated before the throttling in the turbine. From the steam table at 3 megapascal and saturated vapor condition, take the enthalpy of steam entering into the turbine. Very nice. Entering H1. What is the value? 2802.3. And enthalpy of the steam leaving the turbine, H2, my dear, that is equal to 1862.04. Okay. After that, consider the pump work like 3 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Per kg. Then what will be the first point? Work ratio. Simple formula based question. That will be equal to net work divided by turbine work. That will be equal to 1 minus how much? Pump work divided by turbine work. Is it or not? What is the pump work? It is already given to us. And what is the turbine work? Sir, 2802.3 minus of 1862.04. If I solve, what exactly the value of R we all are getting, my dear? 997 or not? Yes. Very nice. 0.997 is the answer. But problem अभी भी वही है, sir, इतनी lengthy calculation करे कैसे? Is it or not? Are you having the same problem, Seti? आपको भी लगा कि यही है कुछ? Last question from my side. After that, Suraj sir is coming. What is the value of the specific fuel consumption, my dear? What is the numerical value of the specific fuel consumption? So we know very well that specific fuel consumption, what is the value? We have written now 3600 divided by W net. Is it or not, my dear? What is this? 36 What is W net? Can I write turbine work minus of the pump work? What is the value of this? 3600. Divide by turbine work 28. How much is this value? Let's move forward. What is backward? Sorry, not. अरे ये तो पूरा ही मिट गया. Okay. This is 2802. Yes. Yes. So it was 3600 2802.3 minus of how much? 1862. 1862.04 and minus of 3. So when we solve, we all are getting the answer like kitna tha? 3.83 I am getting. Is it the same calculation you are getting, my dear? That is kg for kilowatt hour. So these are not all the questions. Few questions I have just tried to explain from the thermodynamic, from the IC engine, from the refrigeration and air conditioning, at last, my dear, IC engine. After that, Suraj sir is coming. He is going to discuss.
Exactly.
Sir,
Sinu is having one. Definitely, देखो, thermal is very important subject, and majority of the question is being asked from that topic, specifically from power plant. So, sir, power plant ka what was the we can say the level?
I think शायद सब मैक्सिमम पावर प्लांट एंड आईसी इंजन जैसे पहले हम डिस्कस करके आए हैं, मैक्सिमम में मैक्सिमम न्यूमेरिकल भर के दे दिए हैं. मतलब जो आईसी इंजन से या पावर प्लांट से गेट में नहीं पूछा था वो सारी कमी यहाँ पे पूरी कर दी.
एग्जैक्टली. तो जो चीज नहीं था गेट पे वो चीज यहाँ पे उन्होंने कंप्लीट कर दिया फ्रॉम द आईसी इंजन पावर प्लांट. सो नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड. थैंक यू सर फॉर योर वेरी एनर्जेटिक अप्रोच. सो नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड एंड लेट्स talk about the next questions from the theory of machine, industrial engineering, mechatronics, robotics, maintenance. बहुत सारे subject है यार, तो इसलिए I want many of you to join the session, to share this video to all of your friends. So let's begin with the one of my favorite topic, that is theory of machine. Let's read out. Question is, in a spring controlled governor, the controlling force is a straight line. Array, we have solved these type of questions so many times. You take up the mock test, you talk about the revision. Hamesha we are discussing these type of question, right? So let us read out. The balls are 450 mm apart when the controlling force is 1450. So let us suppose if I say the F1 is equal to 1450 Newton and R1 is equal, let us take, I'm converting this into meter, 0.45 meter, right? So F2 is equal to 750. It is equal to 750 Newton, 750 Newton, and R2 is equal to how much? 0.25 meter. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the A and B. Let us assume, I'm assuming this is a unstable governor. That means FC is equal to AR plus B. Now the best part is this is a linked problem. If you're spending some time over here, 3 questions will be solved. So try to spend some time. So just place this value. F1 is 1450 is equal to A into 0.45 plus B, and 750 is equal to A into we can say 0.25 plus B, because AR plus B we usually calculate, right? Exactly. So try to solve. We will be getting the value of A. A kitna aa raha hai? Anyone who has solved? It is coming 3500, and B is minus 125. So try to place this. Tomorrow final equation aayega. FC is equal to 3500 R minus 125. This is the equation that we are getting. है ना? यही आ रहा है, right? Now they are saying that what is the speed at which the governor runs at 300 mm apart? So only you have to do is you need to place the value of R in meter. 0.3 हम डाल देंगे. Then we'll be getting the value of F. And once you're getting the value of F, you can use mr omega square and get the value of RPM. तो इसको solve करते हैं quickly. Let us try to solve this, है ना? So we can say they are asking what is the RPM? What is the RPM, right? At 300 mm apart, right? So we can say, yes. So 300 mm apart, मतलब FC is equal to 3500 R minus 125, right? So यहाँ से we can say M into R into omega square is equal to 3500 R minus 125. They're asking at R is equal to 0.3 meter. Just you have to place it, right? तो यहाँ से you will be getting omega to be near about 2, or directly if I try to calculate n, है ना, n निकालते हैं. So n is near about to 187.47 rpm. इतना आ रहा है. Please check. Are we getting this value? So near about to option B is the correct answer. Option B is the correct answer. 185. Yes. Okay. Yes, yes. Please do let me know. They give the diameter. Right. 450 mm apart. So, acha, they are saying that they are given the distance between the fly mass. They have given the distance between the fly mass. Yes. So, matlab, we can say an F1 is equal to kitna? 1450. They are saying balls are 450 mm apart when the controlling force is this. हाँ, तो हमें इसका half लेना पड़ेगा. Yes. तो R1 is equal to 225 mm. है ना? Yes. And F2 is equal to कितना? 750 पे. You're having R2 is equal to इसका half 125. Yes or no? हाँ, क्योंकि they are saying that the balls are इतना much mm apart, so definitely the radius होगा वो definitely change हो जाएगा. तो yes. So now try to calculate. So you will be getting near about to this. Yes. Please check. यही आ रहा है? Yes or no? Right? Okay. So please check that we are getting. क्योंकि normally what we are doing is whenever we are getting this kind of questions, they are saying that when the force is this much and balls are 450 mm apart, right? So let us try to proceed in that manner only. अगर मैं 450 लेता हूँ, if I'm taking this as 450 mm and 250 mm, then I'm getting near about to 185.5 rpm. Yes or no? क्या यही आ रहा है? Right? चलो एक बार देखते हैं. Let's proceed. Let's proceed with the next question. ताकि we'll be having this discussion once again. Right? So once they are saying that what is the isochronous speed? Isochronous speed के लिए I'm already getting the value of A is equal to 3500 by using that calculation. So FC is equal to AR. Right? So MR omega square is equal to A into R. So यहाँ से R cancel और omega is equal to A by M का under root. So whatever you have calculated the value of M, है ना, whatever you have calculated the value of M, so definitely we just अपने A की value निकाला, that is 3500, है ना, A का value is 3500 and what is the value of M? M you are getting, they have given us 8 kgs. आपको M दे रखा है 8 kg. So यहाँ से you can directly say the value is you are getting is 3500 divided by 8, root of this will be your omega. So N is approximately, when you calculate 199. I would rather say कितना है 74 rpm. ठीक है. अब क्योंकि this is the thing which we are not getting near about, तो we can approximately assume to be 282, क्योंकि ये एक ऐसा वैल्यू था which we are not getting in all the options. ठीक है. तो इसमें एक dicey situation था in this question. तो I would rather say option A will be the answer that you have to mark it to get the correct answer. Yes. चलिए अब लास्ट क्वेश्चन है. दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट टू मेक द इनिशियल टेंशन. भाई बहुत इजी. वी आर गेटिंग FC इज इक्वल टू 3500 R minus 125. This is the equation that we are getting. So that means you have to increase the tension, क्योंकि to make it isochronous बनाने के लिए FC plus 125 is equal to 3500 R. तो यहां से सिंपल आ गया. When you are increasing the force by 125 Newton, you are getting this to be isochronous governor. Yes. एक बार प्लीज चेक करेंगे. Yes, TPM. Are we getting this 125? क्योंकि डायरेक्टली हमारा यही आंसर सीधा सीधा आ रहा है ना. इवन A ऑल्सो, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 ऑल्सो, एंड दैट टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. सो सिंपल सीधा क्वेश्चन था फ्रॉम द थ्योरी ऑफ मशीन. नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड. अब ये क्वेश्चन था फ्रॉम द गवर्नर. इट्स अ क्वेश्चन लाइक नॉर्मली गेट में दे आर वेरी रियरली आस्किंग, बट इसमें सॉरी गवर्नर गायरोस्कोप का क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. इट्स अ वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द गायरोस्कोप, है ना. The mass of the turbine is given 800 kgs. The radius of gyration is 0.75. It is rotating with 1800 rpm. right? When you're viewed from the stern side, they're asking what is the gyroscopic couple if the traveling at 100 km per hour shears to the left along the curve at 80 meter radius. तो इसमें क्या है? This is slightly calculated. This is a simple question from gyroscope. You have to do is C is equal to I omega P, है ना? यही होता है. What is moment of inertia? mk square into omega P. Mass कितना है? 8000 into 0.75 square into omega value is 1800 rpm 1800 into 2 pi by 60 into omega p कैसे निकालेंगे? They are asking V by R. So this is 100 into 1000 by 3600 into radius is 80, right? So when you solve all these value, you will be getting near about to 294524.31 Newton meter. So nearest value is option D is the correct answer. Option D. अब ये question was very easy. Question was very easy, but the thing is, it is very highly calculative. Calculative होने की वजह से we are very difficult to calculate without calculator, right? तो इसमें बहुत approximation आपको करना है. Then you are getting option D as the correct answer. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let's proceed for the next question. Okay, next question. Again from this a linked problem. What is the gyroscopic couple if the ship is pitching and bow is descending with a maximum velocity? Take the pitching is simple harboring motion with periodic time. आपको periodic time दे रखा है. TP is equal to 20 second, है ना? And they are saying phi is equal to 10 degrees. So we can say pi by 18 radian. 10 degree को I have converted into radian, right? So now we can directly say what is your gyroscopic couple? That is I into omega into phi into omega 1. If you remember, हमने पढ़ा था pitching में we are having the simple harmonic motion, उसका maximum velocity निकालते हैं, right? So phi into its magnitude. So this is m into 0.75. What's the value that you are having? कितना है mass? 0.75 is the radius of gyration, right? Into 2 pi 1800 by 60, right? Into phi value is pi by 18 into omega p कैसे निकालेंगे? Omega p we can calculate, or omega 1 we can simply calculate like this. Omega 1 is equal to phi, right? Or we can say omega p max phi into omega 1, right? तो इसको आप omega p max भी कर सकते हैं या phi into omega 1 भी कर सकते हैं. So phi into what is the value of omega 1 that you are having? You will be getting the value of omega 1 is 2 pi by tp. tp is 20. ठीक है, क्योंकि ओमेगा 1 is equal to 2 pi by tp, right? तो यहां से we get the value, just you have to place it. So you are getting the value this to be 4665.65 Newton meter, right? तो nearest value that we are getting is option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Okay, fine. चलिए next question पे चलते हैं. जल्दी चलते हैं next question पे. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम इंजीनियरिंग मैकेनिक्स. वेरी इजी. इसमें ये पूछा है यू हैव टू चेक विच ऑफ द इक्वेशन इज करेक्ट. तो आपको क्या करना है? ओनली यू हैव टू ड्रॉ द फोर्स. ये आपका हो गया 1. दिस इज एफ ए बी, राइट? दिस इज एफ ए सी. ठीक है, फाइन. ए सी. तो एंगल कितना? दिस इज 35, दिस इज 35, दिस इज 70, दिस कंप्लीट इज 70, दैट मींस दिस इज 35. अब आपको क्या निकालना है? यू नीड टू अप्लाई द साइन लॉ, राइट? तो साइन लॉ के हिसाब से वी कैन से P डिवाइडेड बाय अदर टू बीच के में एंगल. दिस इज साइन ऑफ 35, राइट? F ऑफ AB डिवाइड बाय अदर टू के बीच में साइन वी कैन से 35, राइट? ओके, एंड इफ यू से FAC डिवाइड बाय अदर टू एंगल दैट विल बी साइन 110, 110. तो यहां से आपका सीधा आंसर आ रहा है ऑप्शन सी. या ऑप्शन सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वेरी इजी. we are saying that we are having consider the following property of the line loaded distributed. The magnitude of the resultant force is equal to the area under the load diagram. The line of action of the resultant force passes through the centroid of the area under the load diagram. The line of action of the resultant always vertical upward. ऐसा तो कभी नहीं होता. This statement is definitely correct. तो ये गलत हो गया, ये गलत हो गया, ये गलत. तो ऑप्शन ए is the correct answer. Simple. इसमें सबसे अच्छी बात क्या होता है, whenever you are able to identify the wrong statement, you'll be getting the correct answer. Statement 1, statement 2 is correct. Option A is the correct answer. चलिए next question. Next question from the friction topic. They are asking what is the value of maximum static frictional force. तो इसी में अगर आप बनाएंगे, this is your normal, this is your weight, that is equal to 50 g, है ना. अब आपको क्या पूछा, what is the maximum static friction? So F limiting is equal to mu k into n. Mu k is 0.5 into 50 g. 50 into I'm taking g is equal to 10, so approximately ये आएगा 250 न्यूटन, है ना. 250 न्यूटन इज द आंसर. अब क्योंकि मैंने g क्या लिया है, 10 लिया है, सो नियर अबाउट टू ऑप्शन बी, क्योंकि 9.81 लेंगे, यू विल बी गेटिंग दिस टू बी 245.25 एज द करेक्ट आंसर. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की ओर. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वी आर हैविंग, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन नंबर 56. या द रिडक्शन इन द स्पीड फ्रॉम 360 टू, अरे बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है. देखो, वी आर हैविंग n1 इज equal to simply 360, right, and n2 is equal to 120, t1 is equal to 18. what's the value of the t2, right? तो सिंपल आप इसमें इक्वेशन, क्योंकि आपको कोई एफिशिएंसी भी नहीं दे रखा, सो डेफिनेटली यू विल बी टेकिंग द सिंपल रेशियो n1 by n2 is equal to t2 by t1. place all the values, you'll be getting directly 54 as the correct answer. that is option C. आगे बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की ओर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, they are saying which of the following cam has either convex or concave surface. so definitely that is the globoidal cam. Globoidal cam we are having a convex and concave surface, both surfaces are present. chaliye next question. we are having a spring mass system. Stiffness is given 350 Newton per meter. Mass is given 0.35 kg. They are saying that what is the undamped natural frequency. Undamped का मतलब we are having zeta equal to 0. That means they are asking only the value of omega n. That is equal to under root of k by m, right? K is 350 divided by 0.3. Root of this, root of 1000. So near about 2, you will be getting this value to be 31.62 radian per second. Option B is the correct answer. ठीक है, चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की ओर. फाइन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग मेथड प्रिंसिपल यूज्ड फाइंड द मैक्सिमम काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ वाइब्रेशन. दिस इज द डायरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चन. आपका क्या है, जहां पर हम लोग पोटेंशियल एनर्जी और एनर्जी की जब भी हम लोग बात करते हैं, वी आर बेसिकली डीलिंग विद द एनर्जी मेथड. ठीक है, फाइन, सिंपल से क्वेश्चन था, स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड. ऑप्शन सी एनर्जी मेथड इज द करेक्ट आंसर. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Next question is from the inversion topic from the old dams coupling. They are asking what is the maximum velocity of sliding. This simply is equal to r into omega. Radius कितना है? Radius equal to 0.025, right? Into omega is 240 into 2 pi by 60. Solving, you are getting near about 0.628 meter per second. ऑप्शन ए इज द करेक्ट आंसर, राइट. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की ओर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की ओर. Question is, we are having some statements. They are saying that when three concurrent forces are equilibrium, then each force is inversely proportional to the sine of the angle. बिल्कुल गलत है. This is statement 1 is wrong. तो आपका सीधा सीधा आंसर डी आ गया. No need to check statement B. Statement 1 is direct because this is directly proportional. आपने पढ़ा होगा, आपका साइन लॉ में you have studied, right? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की ओर. We have to be quick because these are some questions that we need to discuss. Acha, so I think the question is done from my side. Now the Chandra sir will be joining with me, right? So till then, please do share this video to all of your friends because I want you guys to be eagerly waiting. और ये सब के सब solution be getting in the form of PDF also, right? So चलिए जल्दी से let's see. I think ये questions हो गए हैं. We are done with this. Perfect. Yes, ये हो गया. We have done this problem. Almost we have completed tome and yeah, ये लीजिए. कुछ और क्वेश्चन है फ्रॉम द योर मेंटेनेंस क्वेश्चन, राइट. तो अभी अपडेट हुआ हमारे पास. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज मेनली क्रैक डिटेक्शन टेक्निक फॉर अ नॉन पोरस मटेरियल. नॉन पोरस का मतलब व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ नॉन पोरस? दैट मींस you are talking about the surface में you are always going with the liquid color penetration test. Always remember that whenever we are having non-porous material, उसमें भी, or if you want to identify the cracks on the surface, तो liquid penetration test is the correct answer. चलिए next question on the screen. It's basically which of the following NDT methods is used for the detection of internal voids. Internal voids देखेंगे, liquid ये नहीं होता, ये भी नहीं होता. Acoustic में you can identify the internal voids, but exact shape और thickness नहीं बता सकते. So ultrasonic testing is the final correct answer. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं next question की ओर. Fine. Consider the following statement: the vibration monitoring of the wind turbines. The position sensor are used for the low frequency. बिल्कुल सही है. The velocity sensors are used for the medium range frequency. बिल्कुल सही है. Accelerator used for, it is basically low frequencies. Low frequency के लिए use करते हैं. This is incorrect. So I think option number A, 1 and 2 only is the correct answer. चलिए next question की ओर let's proceed. It's a question from industrial engineering. Which of the following is the excess available time over the activity time when all the jobs start as early as possible? So definitely they are talking about the free float. We have studied this segment so many number of times, है ना? तो ये हमारा free float is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following inventories are stocked in manufacturing plant as precaution in case a semi-finished form from one machine does not come to the next machine? Then this stock is continued to production. Basically क्या हो रहा है, जब whenever we are manufacturing, so in between अगर कोई भी stock it's not, we are not having any stock with me, so क्या होता है, intermediate में we are using the decoupling method, because if I want to disconnect any machinery, we are using this decoupling inventories in the we can say discussion, right? तो चलिए ये हमारा आंसर हो गया. Fine. So let's proceed with the next question on the screen. Which of the following consists of those surface irregularity of the part which are considerable wavelength of the periodic character? So क्योंकि यहाँ पे wavelength बोल रहा है and that too they are saying it as a periodic character, तो ये देखते ही you can directly say the answer is waviness. The answer is waviness, right? चलिए let's proceed with the next question on the screen. चलिए next question is, consider the following circumstances for random order FMS flexible manufacturing system. The part family is small. बिल्कुल सही है. There are substantial variation in the part configuration. बिल्कुल सही. The production schedule is subject to change from day by day. कभी नहीं होता क्योंकि in FMS we are having batch production. Batch production का मतलब this is a wrong statement. So that means option A is the correct answer. 1 and 2. चलिए next question on your screen is this. Which of the following effects that is wave source corresponding to the receiver and moving relative to each other, the frequency observed by the receiver will be greater than that of the, ये हम लोग class 12 पे भी पढ़ते थे, है ना? If you try to understand, this is the Doppler effect that we are studying in class 12th also. The way same statement based question they are asking. Option A is the correct answer. चलिए next question. Question number 36. In stepper motors, which of the following features eliminate the need for brushes and your we can say commutator? So अगर आप ध्यान से पढ़ेंगे, eliminates the needs of brushes and commutator. So definitely we can say option B, because there are no wires being connected to the rotor, and that is the reason we are eliminating these brushes and commutator. So option B is the correct answer to this question. चलिए next question on your screen is, which of the following are used in the material handling system for moving raw materials of partially finished goods from one workstation to another within the manufacturing system? This is nothing but your automated guided vehicles, AGV. We call it as in robotics. We are studying this in detail, है ना? तो AGV, automated machines is the correct answer. Next question. Robots are normally controlled by using microcomputer and microcontrollers. Correct statement है. The output from the robots need to be transformed into usable forms using actuators. बिल्कुल सही. So we are getting option C, both 1 and 2 as the correct answer. चलिए next question on your screen is from we can say fluid mechanics. Now Chandra sir will be joining with us and he'll be discussing about the fluid mechanics and the rest of the portion. So please do share this video to all of your friends, because I want you guys to actively participate in the comment section, and do let me know if you're having any difficulty, so we can work on that, right? तो हमारे पास इतने questions we have solved almost in this stretch. We have solved around 30 questions, है ना? So let's welcome Chandra sir and Chandra sir को भेज दो जल्दी. हाँ, Chandra sir will be joining and he will be taking care of the next questions from fluid mechanics and heat transfer. क्योंकि देखो fluid mechanics में से बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पूछे थे, heat transfer से थोड़े से कम क्वेश्चन पूछे थे. So let's welcome him and he will be discussing about the next question. Right? Till then अगर मैं अब overall paper की बात करूं, paper was slightly moderate था, right? And थोड़ा सा calculative था, that makes the paper on the moderate to difficult side, right? क्योंकि easy था, बहुत सारे जो concepts थे that were directly formula based. Only thing was you have to be calculative, right? तो चलिए, now Chandra sir is joining with me and he'll be discussing with the rest of the questions. So stay connected till the end and do ask the doubts from Chandra sir, right? So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Suraj sir. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are enjoying. So I am here with some of the questions from the fluid mechanics and some questions from heat transfer. So please do like and share this session so it reaches to all the friends, all the students who are going to appear for ESE 2024. So let us start. Yes, this is one of the question. This time, these type of question were not asked much. These used to be the favorite of ESE examination. There are two statements, statement 1 and 2. If you read the statement, the question is from the heat transfer. The fluid motion produced due to change in density resulting from the temperature gradient is called as free convection. Yes, that is called as natural convection. Statement 1 is correct. Due to this velocity difference, the convection is forced convection, and due to density variation, the convection is known as free or natural convection. Statement 1 is true. Now the next statement 2, the movement of the fluid in free convection is due to the fact that the fluid particle which are in immediate vicinity of the hot object becomes warmer than the surrounding fluid, resulting in a local change of density. Yes, due to temperature variation, there is a density variation coming into picture, and because of the density variation, there is a buoyant force which make the fluid to move in upward direction. There is a continuous circulation. So statement 2 is also correct, and statement 2 completely justify, or it is the correct explanation for statement 1. So for this question, the correct answer is, option A. All right. Very simple question. We have been discussing this type of question in your classes. So let us move to the next one. The next question, again from the heat transfer, or you can call it as thermodynamics question. What is the heat stored in the system? The system is 5 meter cube of water. If the specific heat is 4.19 kilojoule per kg degree Celsius, the final temperature is 26 degrees Celsius and the initial temperature is 18 degrees Celsius, right? So what is the amount of heat stored in kilojoule? That is Q is equal to change in internal energy M into C into delta T. But the options are in kilojoule. You should take care of this. So mass is the density into volume into C into delta T. If you put the value density, it is water, density is 1000 into volume, that is 5 into specific heat. If we write in kilojoule per kg degree Celsius, only 4.19 into delta T, that is 26 minus 18. So this will give you the answer. If you will do the calculation, then it will come out to be 167.6. No calculator is required for this calculation. So option C is the right answer for this one. Option C, right? Is this clear? Let us move to the next one. The next question. Question number 126. Simple question from the heat transfer. The inner surface of a plain brick wall, formula based question, is at 40 degrees Celsius The outer surface is at 20 degrees Celsius. The wall thickness is 200 mm. And the thermal conductivity of the brick is given as 0.52 watt per meter Kelvin. What is the rate of heat transfer per unit area of the wall surface? So Q dash, that is heat flux, is equal to K into delta T by L. L is the thickness. So thermal conductivity is 0.52 multiplied by delta T is 40 minus 20, that is 20, divided by thickness 0.25. Isn't it 0.25? If you will do the calculation, then you will get your answer to be 41.6 watt per meter square. Option number C. Please do write your answer in the comment section. Whenever you are getting a question which you have solved in your examination, please do share your answer so that we can cross verify. The next question, question number 127. The question is from the fluid mechanics. It is a combination of FM and heat transfer actually. In first part of the question, this is common data question. There are two questions which are sharing the same data. The first part is to calculate the value of Reynolds number, that is purely fluid mechanics, and the second part is about the heat transfer. So this type of question are becoming important or favorite nowadays for competitive examination, where some part is solved by a particular subject concept and the another part is solved by the concept from another subject. So the hot water is flowing at 90 degrees Celsius through a pipe, horizontal steel pipe. Inner diameter and outer diameter are given. Thermal conductivity of water is also given. The thermal conductivity of this is the thermal conductivity of this pipe, right? And it is exposed to the atmospheric air. Thermal conductivity of water is given here. The thermal conductivity of water is this. Thermal conductivity of the pipe material is 54. And it is exposed to the atmospheric air at 20 degrees Celsius. The water velocity is 25 centimeter per second. Properties of water are given as these. What is the value of Reynolds number? So the Reynolds number, it is internal flow, rho V d by mu. It is the inner diameter because the inner diameter is in contact with the fluid. Or we can write it as, yes, put the value, density of water has to be taken as 960. The velocity is 25 centimeter per second. That is 0.25. What is the inner diameter? 0.0525. 0.0525. Divide by dynamic viscosity of water, that is 2.82. There is a calculation involved into 10 to the power minus 4. If you will do the calculation, 127 we are talking about, na? Yes. Is it 960? Yes, 0.25. What is the answer for this one? So the Reynolds number will come out to be 44680 will be the value of Reynolds number. Will it be laminar flow or turbulent flow? Because it is greater than 4000, so the flow is turbulent. The flow is turbulent. So the answer to this question is 44680. Given. Option B is the right answer for this one, right? So please, those who are watching me live, please respond with your answers, with your doubts, so that we can resolve all your queries and we can discuss the solution in more detail. Otherwise, if it is clear, then let us move ahead. The next part of the question. Let us move to the next part of the same question. The data is same. The convective, what is the convective heat transfer coefficient at the inlet? This question is framed in such a way that the students might get confused. Look, because the Nusselt number is given, Nusselt number is directly given for the water. So we can say Nusselt number is given by H into D upon thermal conductivity of the fluid, which is given as 151.4. We do not have to apply the expression for Nusselt number for turbulent flow. It is already given here. The value of Nusselt number is given. So the convective heat transfer coefficient at the inlet, so in the diameter will be same throughout. The diameter will remain, inner and outer diameter remain same throughout. So we can say H will be equal to, that is the convective heat transfer coefficient, 151 into thermal conductivity, that is 0.68, divide by diameter, that is 0.0525. What is the answer? What is the answer to this one? Question number 128. 0.0525. What is the answer to this one? This question actually created a problem because either we write the value of H in watt per meter square degree Celsius or per meter square Kelvin. It should not make any difference as such. Why? Because when we talk about H, Q is equal to H into A into delta T. So delta T can either be taken in Kelvin or degree Celsius. So the unit of H can be written in watt per meter square degree Celsius or watt per meter square Kelvin. So 1961 watt per meter square degree Celsius or watt per meter square degree Kelvin. Both are correct. Here option A and option B, both must be correct. There should not be any difference in this parameter. But as K is given in degree Celsius, if you put the value or the unit of each and every parameter, then you will find your answer to be in degree Celsius because the thermal conductivity of water is given in degree Celsius. Otherwise, in my opinion, A as well as B, both should be correct for this one. All right. Let us move to the next one. Question number 130. Again, from the heat transfer. Questions were simple from heat transfer, but they were lengthy. The calculation was there. So it became difficult for the students to do the calculation without using the calculator. Water at the rate of 68 kg per minute is heated from 35 degrees Celsius to 75 degrees Celsius by oil. Oil is the hot fluid, water is the cold fluid, having a specific heat of 1.9 kilojoule per kg degree Celsius. The fluids are used in a counterflow double pipe heat exchanger. If we draw the temperature curve for counterflow heat exchanger, so water is heated from 35 to 75 degrees Celsius. This is water. And the oil enters the heat exchanger at 110 degrees Celsius and leaves at 75. Right? The overall heat transfer coefficient is 320 watt per meter square degree Celsius. What is the total heat transfer in watt or kilowatt? It means total heat transfer rate need to be calculated. So there is no requirement of so many data which are given. There is no need of having these many data. If you say the rate of heat transfer is equal to heat gained by the hot fluid, cold fluid, or heat lost by the hot fluid, according to energy conservation. So we can call this question to be from the basic thermodynamics, or we can say it is from the basic energy conservation. The heat gained by the cold fluid is equal to mass flow rate of water into specific heat of water into delta T, temperature difference, that is 75 minus 35. That will give you the answer. For water, mass flow rate is given, but it is given in kg per minute. 68 by 60 into specific heat. Let us write the specific heat in kilojoule per kg Kelvin because we need the answer in kilowatt. So 4.18 into 40 kilowatt will be the answer. What is the answer to this one? What is the answer? Are you guys getting 189.5 or not? 189.5. Right? Simple question from the heat exchanger. Next question from the fluid mechanics, but it is very, very standard type of question. So if you remember this question, I have done this question so many times in all the batches, in the free classes even. Same data, there is no change in the data even. So I do remember the answer to this question. I don't know whether you remember it or not. A spherical water drop of 1 mm diameter splits up in air into 64 smaller drops of equal size. The surface tension is 0.073. What will be the work required in splitting the drop? The question will be solved in 3 steps. First is volume of the bigger drop is equal to the total volume of the smaller drops. So 4 by 3 pi into capital R cube is equal to 64 are the drops. 4 by 3 pi into small r cube. First expression, volume will remain constant. So R is equal to capital R by 4. That is the relation we will be getting. Now, the second step is to find out the change in surface area. For bigger drop, the surface area is 4 pi r square. And for smaller drop, the surface area is 64 into 4 pi small r square. Small r can be replaced by capital R by 4. So it will become 16 pi into capital R square. So the change in surface area will be equal to delta S, SA2 minus SA1. So it will be 12 pi into capital R square. Capital R will be the radius. What is capital R? 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. And the third step or the final step is sigma is equal to the amount of work required divided by change in surface area. So the work is equal to sigma into change in surface area. If you will put the value 0.0732 into change in surface area, that is 12 pi into 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 square, then you will get 0.69 into 10 to the power minus 6 joule. So option C is the right answer for this one. Option C. All right. Clear? Any doubt? Let us move to the next one. Again from the fluid mechanics, very, very simple question from the hydrostatic or what do we call it as? Hydrostatic law. What is the intensity of pressure in the ocean at a depth of 1500 meter? At a depth of 1500 meter, what is the value of pressure? So the question is to find out the gauge pressure. So gauge pressure at the top, the gauge pressure will be 0 if we apply the hydrostatic law. So the gauge pressure at a depth 1500 meter is gamma of water into H, that is 1500 meter. You are supposed to find your answer in mega Newton per meter square. So what is gamma for water? That is given 10050 into 1500. That will give you Newton per meter square. If you convert it into mega Newton per meter square, your answer will be 15.08 into 10 to the power 6 Newton per meter square. So it is 15.08 mega Newton per meter square. 15.08. Option A will be the correct answer for this one. Option A. Please guys do like this session to all your friends. And do not forget to like this session. Question number 141. It is a little tricky. The language is a little complicated. Students are not able to see or able to understand the language of the question. Look, oil of specific gravity is 0.8 acts on a vertical triangular area whose apex is in the oil surface. What does that mean? There is a triangular surface and the free surface of oil is lying here like this. The triangle is isosceles, 3 meter high. Height of the triangle is 3 meter and 4 meter wide. Width is 4 meter. Right? Now, a vertical rectangular area 2 meter high and is attached to a 4 meter base of the triangle. Here there is another rectangle attached 2 meter and this is again 4 meter. This is the complete figure. and now it acted upon by water. So up to this point, the fluid is oil, specific gravity is 0.8. Here it is water, the specific gravity is 1. The bottom, the lower fluid is water, the upper fluid is oil. What is the magnitude of the resultant hydrostatic force on the entire area? Consider acceleration due to gravity is 9.81. Look, if we find out the centroid of this triangle, that is, let us say G1, so we can find out the average pressure Pg1 into area, that is give rise to F1. Similarly, we can find out the centroid of this, so we can find out the value of F2. So the total force F1 will be equal to average pressure, the pressure which is developed at G1. Do you agree? This distance will be equal to 2 by 3 into 3. So rho of oil into G into 2 by 3 into 3. That is the average pressure into area, half into B into H, base into height. That will give you, if the options are in kilonewton, so let us find out the value in kilonewton only. What is the density of oil? 800. So if we write 0.8, this 3 getting cancelled out, this 2 will become 2 to the 3 to the 6 to the 12. So into 12 G kilonewton. So it will be 9.6 G kilonewton, isn't it? The value is F1 is equal to 9.6 G kilonewton. Similarly, let us find out F2. To find out F2, we need to find out the average pressure, which is the pressure at G2. So we can say the pressure at G2 will be equal to rho of oil into G into 3 plus rho of water into G into this distance will be equal to 1. This is the average pressure into area 4 into 2, isn't it? So we can write it as it is 0.8 into 3 plus 1 into 1 multiplied by G into 8. So what is the value? 3 into 0.8, 2.4 plus 1, 3.4 into 8, 3.4 into 8. So it will be 27.2 G kilonewton. F2 will be equal to 27.2 G kilonewton. So finally, if we calculate F1 plus F2, F total is equal to F1 plus F2, that is equal to 27.2 plus 9.6 into 9.81 kilonewton will be the final answer. If you will do this calculation, then your answer should match with 361 kilonewton. 361 kilonewton will be the correct answer for this one. Right? The next one, 143. Let us solve this one. 143. Air flows through a duct and the pitot static tube measuring the velocity is attached to a differential manometer containing water. If we draw the diagram, it is like pitot tube is connected like this. So there is a deflection. Water is the manometric fluid. The deflection is 100 mm. The deflection is 100 mm. The deflection of manometer is 100 mm, assuming the density of air is constant and equals 1.22 kg per meter cube, and that of coefficient of tube is 0.98, coefficient of velocity. What is the air velocity? So we can say V is equal to actual air velocity is coefficient of velocity under root of 2g x, that is the manometric fluid deflection, Sm by Sf minus 1. That will give you the answer 0.98. It is formula based. 2 into what is acceleration due to gravity 9.81 into 100 mm, that is 0.1 meter. Specific gravity of manometric fluid is water, 1000 upon 1.22 minus 1. Right? So you can find out the nearest value. It can be taken as almost 1000 minus 1. It can be taken as 1000 minus 1 only, right? So you can get the nearest value. If you will do the calculation, then your answer must match with 39.3, because the options are having a big difference. All the options are having large difference, so you can just round off the calculation. 39.3 meter per second will be the velocity of flow of air, right? Formula based, direct formula based question it was. The next one, question number 144. Water flows in a circular pipe circular pipe at one section. The diameter is 0.3 meter, D1. The static pressure is 260 kilopascal gauge. The velocity is 3 meter per second and the elevation is 10 meter. That is Z1. Velocity V1 is given, P1 is given, 260 kilopascal. The elevation at section downstream is 0 meter, Z2 is 0, and the pipe diameter is 0.15 meter. Frictional effects may be neglected. Assume the density of water to be 999. To make your calculation simple, you can take 1000 even. 999 and 1000, there is not much difference. What is the gauge pressure at the downstream section? The question is from the Bernoulli equation. It is from the Bernoulli equation, so we can say P1 plus rho g Z1 plus rho V1 square by 2 is equal to P2 plus rho g Z2 plus rho V2 square by 2. Right? And the options are in kilopascal. So P1 is 260 kilopascal, Z2 is 0. So it is 260 kilopascal plus, if we take rho as 1000, so it will be Z1 into G. G should be taken as 9.81. So it is 9.81 into 10. So 98.1 plus V1 square by 2. V1 is equal to 3. So it will be 9 by 2 is equal to P2 is unknown plus rho V2 square. What is V2? Because the D1 and D2 are given. The diameter at inlet is 0.3. The diameter at outlet is given as 0.15. It is becoming half. So from the continuity equation, D1 square into V1 is equal to D2 square into V2. So V2 will be equal to 4 times of V1. That is 4 into 3. V2 is equal to 12 meter per second. So it will be 12 square, that is 144 divided by 2. That will give you the value of P2. So P2 gauge in kilopascal will be equal to 260 plus 98.1 plus 4.5 minus 144 by 2, 72 minus 72. So if you will do the calculation, then your answer should match close to, it is 144, it should be around 290.57. 290.57. Without using the calculator, keep your calculation simple, then you will get your answer, which is the nearest to the correct answer. B is the right answer for this one. B will be the correct answer for this one. Question number 145, very simple question. Water which is at 20 degrees Celsius is flowing. What is the answer to this one? Can you get me the answer for this one? Water at 20 degrees Celsius is flowing between a two-dimensional channel in which the top and bottom walls are 1.5 meter apart. So it is flow between parallel plates. It is the flow between parallel plates. The distance between the plates is 1.5 millimeter. If the average velocity is 2 meter per second, what is the maximum velocity for flow between parallel plates? U maximum is equal to 3 by 2 into V average. If it would have been the flow in a pipe, then the maximum velocity would have been twice of average velocity. But here it is 1.5 times average velocity, that is 2. The answer to this one is 3 meter per second. They have not mentioned that the flow is laminar, but because with the given parameters, we can only find out the maximum velocity considering it to be laminar flow. All right. Shall we proceed further? The next one, question number 146. Let us have a look to question number 146. Air moves over a 10 meter long flat plate. The transition from laminar to turbulent flow take place between the Reynolds number of 2.5 into 10 to the power 6 and 3.6 into 10 to the power 6. These are the range of Reynolds number where the flow is in transition. The free stream velocity is 30 meter per second and the kinematic viscosity, that is in meter square per second, is 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 5. What is the maximum distance from the front edge of the plate along which one expects laminar flow in the boundary layer? So this is the minimum or this is the maximum value of Reynolds number for the flow to be laminar or for the boundary layer to be laminar. For the laminar boundary layer, the maximum value of Reynolds number should be 2.5 into 10 to the power is equal to U infinity into X maximum upon kinematic viscosity. So 2.5 into 10 to the power 6 is equal to free stream velocity is 30. The unknown is X maximum, the distance from the leading edge upon kinematic viscosity 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 5. We can find out the value of X maximum. What is the value of X maximum? What should be the value of X maximum? Isn't it 1.25 meter something? It is 1.25, close to 1.2. So the nearest answer will be 1.2 meter. Out of these, at 1.2 meter, the flow will be purely laminar and the boundary layer will be laminar. Question number 149. Question number 149. A hollow cylinder of 0.6 meter diameter, open at the top, contains some liquid and spins about its vertical axis, producing a forced vortex motion. It is from the forced vortex motion. The question is from the fluid mechanics forced vortex. What is the height of the vessel so that the liquid just reaches the top of the vessel and begins to uncover the base, and the rotation of the container is 100 rpm. Angular velocity is 100 rpm. Acceleration due to gravity is taken as 9.81. So according to the figure or according to the question, the figure should be like this. So it should be like this. This should be the paraboloid. Due to rotation, n is given as 100 rpm. N is given as 100 rpm. And the diameter is given as 0.6 meter. 0.6 meter. So the radius will be 0.3. The radius will be 0.3. So we need to find out the height of the vessel. We need to find out the height of the vessel. So this is the depth of the paraboloid ZP, and ZP is equal to H only. So we can say ZP is equal to omega square R square by 2G. What is omega? If RPM is given, omega is equal to 2 pi n by 60 radian per second. 2 pi n by 60 radian per second. 2 pi n radian per second will be the value of omega. So ZP is equal to H, that is unknown. H will be equal to omega 2 pi n, that is 100 rpm by 60 square into R square 0.3 square divide by 2 into 9.81. There is a calculation involved, but if you will try to find out the nearest option, your answer should be close to 0.503. Option D is the right answer. Right? One more question, then Suraj sir will be discussing more questions from his part, his subjects. Let us move to the last question from my side. I will bring more questions after Suraj sir. Let us have a look to the last question. The velocity of air at the outer edge of the tornado. Tornado is free vortex. Free vortex. So where the pressure is 750 millimeter of mercury and the diameter is 30 meters. So many parameters are given unnecessarily to confuse you. If you understand this, it is a free vortex, and for free vortex, the tangential velocity into radial distance remains constant. For free vortex, V into R will be constant. What is the velocity of air at a radius of 2 meters from its axis? So the initial velocity at a radius of 15 meters, the velocity is 12. So velocity will be 12 into 15 is equal to velocity V2 into radial distance is 2. So V2 is equal to 12 into 15 divided by 2. That is 90 meter per second. Option D will be the right answer for this one. So now I would like to invite Suraj sir to discuss more questions.
Exactly. So there is some updation on some 3 questions from the theory of machine, right? So let us quickly refresh it so that we can start off as soon as possible, because I want to be quickly going with the session. So I think this is 150 and question number 60. Yeah. Now let us quickly talk about this question, because there was some changes which I have to make. If I talk about like TPM also stated, they're saying that the balls are 450 mm apart. 450 mm apart. So definitely they are talking about the twice of radius. So that means F1 is equal to 1450, R1 equal to 225 mm, right? F2 is equal to 750 Newton, and R2 is equal to they're given us 250, half of this is 125 mm. So let us assume this to be unstable governor. So FC is equal to AR plus B. You have to put this value F1, R1, F2, R2. When you place it, you'll be getting this value of A is equal to 7 directly and B is equal to minus 125. So the final expression that you're getting is FC is equal to 7R minus 125. Right? But make sure we have not converted this unit of this one radius in mm, right? It is in mm only, it's not converted into meters. So make sure you are keeping in mind that we're getting the value of A and B is this. Now they're talking about what is the RPM at 300 mm apart. So 300 mm ke liye just place it over here. So FC is equal to 7 into 300 minus 125, because हमने यहाँ पे जो कैलकुलेशन किया है वो mm में ही किया है, तो आपको यहाँ रेडियस भी mm में डालना पड़ेगा. तो एंड mr omega square is equal to 2100 minus 125, right? तो इसके बाद it's quite easy to calculate, right? अब यहाँ पे जब आप when you placing this r value, वहां पे आपको 0.3 लगाना पड़ेगा. So we can say omega is equal to 2100 minus 125 divided by 8 into 0.3 का रूट ऑफ दिस. अब यहां पर आपको ओमेगा आ जाएगा एंड जस्ट यू हैव टू कन्वर्ट इनटू आरपीएम. तो आपको यहाँ पे आरपीएम सीधा सीधा आ गया 273.94 आरपीएम. सो नियर अबाउट ऑप्शन सी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. 265 आपका बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही आएगा. अगले क्वेश्चन में चलते हैं. लेट अस गो विद द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन द स्क्रीन. Is this? They are saying what is the isochronous speed? तो हमने already क्वेश्चन निकाल दिया. FC is equal to AR plus B, that is FC is equal to 7A minus 125, right? तो यहाँ पे क्या बोल रहा है कि isochronous की बात चल रही है. That means they are saying FC is equal to A into R, that is 7 into R, MR omega square, R get cancelled out, तो ओमेगा इज इक्वल टू, बट यहाँ पे जो 7 का यूनिट था दैट वाज इन mm, सो इसको कन्वर्ट करेंगे, राइट? इट वाज पर mm, सो दिस विल बी 7000 डिवाइड बाय 8 रूट ऑफ दिस. तो यहाँ पे आपका जो वैल्यू आएगा दैट इज 29.58 रेडियन पर सेकेंड. आरपीएम में कन्वर्ट करेंगे इट विल बी एग्जैक्टली 282.47 आरपीएम, and I think we are getting ऑप्शन ए एग्जैक्टली एज अ करेक्ट आंसर, राइट? चलिए अगले क्वेश्चन, लास्ट क्वेश्चन है, देन धीरज सर विल बी कमिंग अप with very interesting questions. They are saying initial tension to be increased, हमने already solve किया था. We are getting this to be 125 Newton because expression was 7a minus 125. That means if I want to convert into isochronous governor, आपको 125 दोनों तरफ add करना पड़ेगा. Fc dash is equal to 7a. So that means you have to add 125 Newton. Option B is the correct answer. So over to Dheeraj sir, and eagerly waiting for Dheeraj sir to discuss very very important questions from his side. So thank you. Please stay connected. Or Dheeraj sir, over to you.
Thank you, sir. So, guys, now we will complete the pending question. And no doubt, after that, we are going to see there are a lot of other things also to discuss. Okay. So, let us start, guys. Let us start. Okay. Let me take another mic. Okay, guys. So, now we will continue. Okay, so guys, a very very important announcement, like you guys are preparing for engineering services examination, in which there is a very very important paper, that is ESE paper 1. So for ESE paper 1 this year also you have seen for current affair almost 15 questions were there. Okay, so very high weightage, you know that, current affairs, and generally students are waiting for that from where they shall study the current affair. So taking that into consideration, guys, we are coming up with monthly current affair PDF that will be available on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app, and it will be coming on every month basis. You will also be getting a video lecture for that. The same magazine will be explained, and every month you can see that will be given to you before 5th of every month. Okay, so you can also use this for other examination where current affairs are asked. So it is not only for the engineering services, but engineering services is going to be the major concern. Okay, so that is going to be a wonderful thing for all of you. This is a gift from BYJU'S Exam Prep to all of you on this occasion of ESE paper. Okay, so guys, moving further now. Okay, next question is from machine design once again, and this question is, what is the minimum leg size? What is the minimum leg size? Okay, so they are asking what is the minimum leg size. Just wait. So they are asking what is the minimum leg size. Minimum leg size for the fillet weld plate having thickness of this. So if you remember, if we find out the minimum thickness or minimum leg size, it is coming out to be 0.707 times. Okay, I would like to write here H minimum. H minimum will be 0.707 times of T. So if you take thickness to be ½ inch, you will be getting the nearby answer to be 5/16 inch. Okay, so B will be the right answer for this. Moving further to the next question, guys. So as you know, these questions are just value putting type of question. If you see this question, this is related to the fatigue strength reduction factor. So endurance limit of a notch free specimen to the endurance limit of a notched specimen. You know, endurance limit of a notched specimen would be lesser. So guys, the answer would be A for this. And moving further to the next question, guys. This is from the production. If you see from the production, this time very odd type of paper was there. There is no question from casting, no question from welding, no question from metal cutting, no question from metallurgy, no question from sim. Questions are only from the metal forming and engineering materials. This is first time happening like that. Okay, like in GATE also this time things were different. Here also things are different. So here they are asking in which of the type both tensile and compressive stresses are coming. So you know, in extrusion we are having compressive stresses. In forging we have compressive stresses. In rolling we have compression plus shear. So deep drawing is the only operation for which you will be having compression plus tension. Okay, so the answer for this is going to be D. So now I am going fastly to close this, because now the questions are not of solving much but of data type of question. Now if you see in rolled products, which of the following is generally 5 mm or thicker? So you know, out of them, when we are talking about this I-fill plate, just wait. Okay, so this is, yes. So guys, here they are asking that which of the following is having thickness more than 5 mm and 1 meter, 1.25 meter in width and 2.5 meter in length. That is nothing but a plate. Okay, so the answer for this is going to be C. And you know, in metal forming we have discussed different sizes of different products. So now let us see this question once again from machine design it is. So if you see this question, they are asking the contact stress force per gear is proportional to. So if you see, there was a formula for wear strength equation where we have seen that was directly proportional to the diameter of pinion. So the answer will be diameter of pinion for this. They are straight away questions. If you remember, you will be able to answer, otherwise you will be not. The same thing is happening every year in the engineering services paper. Okay, that is engineering mechanics question already covered, I feel. Okay, so moving to the next question. Okay, guys, yes, this is for dynamic loading. We need to modify the theoretical stress concentration factor to obtain a fatigue stress concentration factor. Okay, yes. Okay. So guys, okay. So we are moving further, guys, from that question. Fine. So guys, we will continue from this question. Let us see what he is saying. In this question, he is saying that for dynamic loading, we need to modify the theoretical stress concentration factor to obtain a fatigue stress concentration factor. If you remember, there is a theoretical stress concentration factor, there is a actual stress concentration factor, and that all things are given based on the notch sensitivity factor, because we have defined Q to be Kf minus 1 by Kt minus 1. So that is why the notch sensitivity of the material to obtain a fatigue stress. So answer will be D for this, because Q is something which is going to relate theoretical and actual stress concentration factor. So guys, moving further, this is again from the machine design. So you can see this time weightage from machine design was a lot. This is once again an easy question where they are asking you the wear rating. Okay, so they have given you the frictional surface, they have given you the power absorbed. So you just need to divide it. It is going to be 2 horsepower divided by 20 inch square. You will be getting 0.1 horsepower per inch ka square. So answer for this is going to be A. Okay, so guys, moving further to the next question. Next is 46. Okay, so guys, it was once again from the material science where they were asking what is the interplanar spacing when an X-ray beam of wavelength 1.52 angstrom. So if you see that kind of thing, you have also done in the 12th class when you were studying that de Broglie, all those kind of things. So it is coming out to be n lambda is equals to 2d sine theta. So we are given the value of theta and we need to find out the value of lambda. So when you will be calculating it, I have done the calculation for you. So we need to find out the d. D is n lambda by 2 sine theta. So I would like to say assume n to be 1 and it will become 1.54 angstrom only. So the answer for this is going to be A once again. Okay, so I feel you are aware of this formula. Moving further guys. So the next question is related to the Portland cement. So when we talk about the Portland cement, so dicalcium silicate and tricalcium silicate are the major constituents of this Portland cement. So I feel you are aware of this. So the answer for this will be D. So this is, as I already told you, for material science, either you will be remembering or you will be not. So you cannot waste time here. Okay. So this type of question was there in GATE as well. I have calculated this also. They have not mentioned the diagram. Okay. So if you remember, you would be aware of that this type of diagram is coming out to be like this. Okay. So if you remember, this is 0.008, and this value is also given to be 0.8. And what they are asking you that 0.18% of steel, assuming that eutectoid reaction takes place at 0.8% of carbon. So I will be telling you one thing here, that let me make it again if we are showing this diagram properly. So if you remember, this is, you need to find out actually what you need to find out eutectic reaction takes place at 0.8% of carbon. What is the fraction of pro-eutectoid ferrite? So you need to find out the ratio, you need to find out the fraction of pro-eutectoid ferrite. And you know that whenever we are making the diagram, when the steel is starting, when the eutectoid mixture, we are talking about 0.008% is the minimum percentage whenever we are talking about the steel. Okay, and if you are going to make, I have done the calculation for you, so it will be coming out to be 0.8 minus 0.18. Okay, then 0.8 minus that is going to be 0.008. So as you know, this is the minimum value, and that will give you the pro-eutectoid. So when you will be calculating this, the value will be coming out to be 0.8. So C will be the answer. And the similar question was there this year, gate mechanical paper also, but there they have given the figure, here they have not given the figure. So if you remember iron carbon diagram, you can do this, otherwise you cannot. Moving further, guys, to the next question. Next question is, my dear, related to oxidation loss on the copper surface is 0.005 mm in 15 hours. How much will be the loss in 225 hours? I have done the calculation for this also, guys, and let me check the calculations, because before coming on screen I have solved these questions for you. So let me check what will be the answer for this. So guys, we know that oxidation loss curve square is directly proportional to the time, and when you will be using that, you will be saying loss 1 ka square by loss 2 ka square is equal to T1 by T2. When you will apply this, T2 will be coming out to be 0.193 mm. Okay, so that will be T2 or L2 we need to find out. L2, yes. L2 will be coming out to be 0.193 mm. So answer for this is going to be A. Okay, so guys, hope you understood this type of question. Yes, this type of question generally students are not aware of, because they are the questions which are just randomly asked. Okay, so we are just moving further. If you see the syllabus part, no question from casting, no from welding. So the core production was absent in this paper. So moving further to this question, guys. This is once again a question where you need to find out the thermal shock resistance. This also I have done for you. So the calculation says thermal shock resistance is sigma T into K divided by, when you will be applying E alpha L. Now you just need to put the values. Sigma T is given as 650 to you, 650, and into, then you will be putting the value of conductivity K. Then Young's modulus is 200,000 into alpha is 12 into 10 to the power minus 6. And then you have one value more, that is L. Okay, I feel we have put it all the values. Yes, sigma T K E alpha L. Okay, sorry, E alpha L. So it is going to be 12 into 10 power minus 6. When you will be putting this, the answer will be coming out to be 21.667 into 10 to the power 3. Actually, I denote thermal expansion by alpha, but in thermal shock resistance, generally it is mentioned by, here also they have mentioned like alpha, but generally the standard notation for that used is alpha L. That's why, because L for linear, because whenever we have a several formula where as per the area also alpha is defined, as per the volume also it is defined, like alpha, beta, gamma, alpha for linear dimension, beta for surface, and gamma for volumetric. For such cases we need to show the linear dimension with alpha L. So that is how we are going to solve it. The answer will be B for this. So that is thermal shock resistance. Moving further, guys. Next question is related to the automobiles. So this is an interesting question, my dear. If you see which one of the following stainless steels are used in automobile exhaust components, walls and combustion chambers. So ferrite and austenite, these two are used generally. So, but it is MCQ, you need to answer one only. So if you think about rust point of view, then ferritic is going to be better, going to have better properties. So because of that reason, A should be the right answer for this. Ferritic stainless steel. Moving further, guys. Next question. This is related to, once again, the material science. You can see how many questions are there from material science. This question says, consider the following statements regarding superalloys for high temperature application. In iron nickel superalloy, the composition is this. Vitalium is this. This is given. When you will talk about Vitellium, in Vitellium we don't have vanadium. In Vitellium, I will tell you the composition. It is having 60% of cobalt, 20% of chromium, okay, and nearly it will be having 5% of molybdenum. So it is not having the vanadium. So that is why this statement is going to be wrong. And if this is wrong, we can have only C to be the right answer. Okay. So this was question number 52. Answer will be C for this. Moving further, guys. So plain carbon steel in which carbon percentage is less than 0.8%. I feel you know it is going to be hypoeutectoid steels. Hypoeutectoid steels, because we study hypo and hyper. Less than 0.8% is hypo, more than is hyper. So A will be the right answer for this. Moving further, my dear. Moving further. Moving further. Next question. So this is from strength of material thin cylinder. So I feel you are aware that sigma circumferential is PD by 2T. They are saying this to be FA. So FA is equals to PD by 2T. So you know, if we are going to say this is sigma C only and less than equals to sigma permissible. Permissible is given as FA. So less than equals to FA. So you can write the thickness is going to be more than equals to PD by 2FA. PD by 2FA. PD by 2FA. PD by 2FA. So the answer for this question number 68 is going to be D. Okay guys, moving further to the next question. We are about to complete the questions now. This is a very interesting question from material science, question number 133. Here, my dear, if you see the statement, in slip orientation of the crystal above and below the slip plane will change drastically after deformation, but twinning results in an orientation difference in the twin plane. That statement is totally correct. Slip occurs in discrete multiples of atomic spacing, but in twinning at a movement are much less than atomic distance. That is also, my dear, correct. Third is twins can be formed within a time as short as a few microseconds. Twin takes less time than that of slip. So my dear, if you see, twin also happens at the low temperature. So as per the given statements, all are correct. So for that, answer should be like D. Okay. So these are the statements which are in the core heart of material science. This type of questions have not been there previously in the paper. This is a kind of new type. Okay. So let us see, guys. And yes, these questions only those students can answer who have studied that in quite deep. Now, my dear, a very, very important announcement for you. Questions are over. All the questions we have discussed. There is a series, Brahmastra series. So, guys, what is that for? Sir, today only I have given ESE paper. What now? So, guys, this is not the time to take rest. This is the time for the next milestone of the journey. This is the preparation journey where you are going to prepare until you are going to get settled. ESE results and joining takes 1 to 2 years. So you don't know, first of all, whatever be the result, first of all, written of prelims, then mains, a long procedure is there. So before that, you will be getting one more exam, that is BARC. For that, we are coming up with the Brahmastra series, where as BARC do not give the question paper outside, so you may not be aware how questions are coming. So based on the experiences of ours and our students, we will be coming up with some beautiful questions of level of BARC. And that series will be helpful for those who are looking for ISRO also. So that is going to be very useful series, and it will be starting from 22nd of February for civil and mechanical branch in this channel only. So guys, moving further, one more important thing, just tonight at 9 p.m. you can say after 5-10 minutes we will be joining live for this surprise. Okay, so don't forget to join this surprise with us. Okay, so we will be coming live, and this is going to be for both mechanical and civil branch, and entire teams of mechanical and civil will be coming live. So be ready for that. So guys, finally I would like to say goodbye for this session where we have given you all the answers and solutions of engineering services paper, both technical and non-technical. And I feel you enjoyed the sessions also, and do share it with your friends, like and share the session. And guys, also I would like to say, if your paper was good, that's really great. You have to prepare for conventional. We are also helping in that to you. But if paper was not good, then don't worry, we have a lot of opportunities yet to come. BARC hai, ISRO hai, okay? And those students who are in third year, they can still start for ESC preparation next year, okay? So this is all from our side. So goodbye guys for this session, and thanks for joining.